live. So, a kind evening to you all. I am Kinsmark. This is Violeta.
Hello.
We are finally resuming our stream series of Dragon Age Origins.
Which we will probably suck at since we don't remember how to play.
I always return to this rusty. I think our last entry in this series was...
over a month ago.
Yeah, it was a month or more ago.
Yes.
So I continually...
Also, we need to remember to do that special look around the room button.
Yes.
Because we miss tons of stuff.
Yeah, I always miss that. I'm always very happy for any of the veteran players amongst you lot that are there to constantly remind us, like, hey, there's something here. Click it. So, otherwise we would have missed a lot of things already.
Noah says, ah!
Ay.
Or A.
Yeah, there we go.
A. I don't know. I can't tell. Really, I would... if I was going to say A, it would be E-H.
I don't know. That would just be eh.
I don't know. It's like, because there's no emphasis.
Yeah, I know the channel was rather dry this week, and for that I apologize. I think I've expounded enough upon why I'm still kind of, you know, fighting with my own, like, emotions and everything, because when you have to appear on screen and, you know, like, invoke positivity and all that, it's kind of challenging when you're dealing with some heavy shit. In any case, last night, speaking of Noah, I have him to thank for this.
I think that dryness will be fixed once we get a certain video.
Yes. Thankfully, the last few days, I've kind of started to emotionally recover a little. I mean, obviously things are still, like, happening. Nothing, you know, final has happened yet. And yet, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm coming around with it. And so I got a couple of episodes of Interstellar Marines recorded. I wasn't sure whether or not, as I mentioned a little earlier in the week, I would, you know, find myself up to the task of actually recording full-on, you know, usual length episodes, or whether or not I would have to stick with just mod spotlights. I have written up a few scripts for mod spotlights. I haven't actually recorded them yet. However, I have recorded a two-part couple of episodes of the Neurogen incident mission for Interstellar Marines. And that was a very interesting
Scarlett
mission.
Says, hi guys, Stalker is going well so far. Busting out of Agroprom at the moment.
Cheers. Have fun with that.
And Wesker says, were you sleeping recently? It looks like you still have pillow marks on your face. Well, it's
No,
probably because he scratched.
Yeah, like, if there's red marks on my face, I don't know if I've ever actually explained this on camera. There's actually a word for it, which I didn't know there was a term for until like a year ago.
Noah says, I think it's worth noting we've all been there and we're all here as a community to support you if necessary.
And I really appreciate that, seriously, for everyone that's voiced similar things. It's strange to me to think that I can lean on a community that's sort of, like, nebulous in a weird sort of way, and yet, you know, especially for streaming, like, you guys really do help to kind of mitigate the worst of moods and help to kind of cheer me up. So seriously, thank you guys, every last one of you. You know, especially those that are very close and that have, you know, on a more personal level helped to kind of dust me off. Anyway, I feel like I was going to say like 3 different things, and I forgot all of them.
Your scratchy face.
Right.
Oh,
that
GTA Marcus says, hello, Houston!
Ah, hello. Thanks to see some new folks. Or, wait, have we seen Marcus? Marcus was here.
We've seen Marcus before, thank you.
Yeah, I remember that name now. I think he was here for the stream we did earlier in the week, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Were you? Confirm? So yeah, as far as like the, you know, skin face thing, I don't remember what the actual term is now. It was actually ironical when we were at a
scratchy face and then Cards Against and then games.
Right, that. We were at a doctor's visit for her for some allergy stuff, and they had asked her if she had this condition, and we just kind of out of curiosity were like, no, we've never heard of that. What is it? And she described it, and it was exactly what happens to me in that...
Marcus is the Finnish guy.
Ah, okay, there we are. Awesome. Like, very light, I guess, abrasion to skin, like scratches or anything. Not like wounding scratches, just like, I can do this, and I will have red marks there in like 30 seconds. And it will get, like, inflamed and red and angry looking. And especially when I was more consistently...
The first time he itched his back.
Yeah, like, I'll just, like, you know, scratch my face or something.
I saw him, he turned around, and, like, his entire back
Yeah,
was red raised scratches, and I was like,
it looks...
what happened to you?
It looks like I lost a fight with a predator, and it's really just like my skin just weirdly inflames to very little abrasion. So it meant that when I was consistently in martial arts, you know, I would get hit, obviously, because it comes with the territory, and I would look so much worse than I actually was, like, you know, in terms of injury. Like, people would come and say, "Are you okay? God, you're red all over." I'm like, "No, I'm fine. Just literally give it like 3 minutes, all of this will go away." Because it's a very quick process. And I forget the word for it. There is a term for that. And it's technically a skin condition. And I've actually sometimes, just because for partial vanity, I allow, and also just because I don't want the comments to get flooded with constant questions about it that I'll have to answer all the time, I've actually held off recording certain episodes. If I check the facecam preview and I'm like, ah, crap, I've got a red spot, I'll wait like 3 minutes and then start recording when it goes away. And I make a point when I'm on camera, usually to not like scratch at my face, because otherwise I get weird red marks. But I can kind of like demonstrate since I'm talking about it. Let me do a little scratch. I'll give myself like a cool anime scar. There we go. And then here in a couple of minutes, you'll watch, I'll have a red line that'll come down there, and then it'll go away in a few minutes. Anyway, so from that to Cards Against Humanity, we're going to have, I don't know if it's going to be one long one or a couple of them that I'll cut up, episodes of us just kind of playing with some friends that Noah had actually come up with a couple of decks of custom Cards Against Humanity cards. One for Stalker and one for like LOP community stuff. And so last night we had a group of us that play tested it, and my sides and my cheeks are still sore from laughing so much. Or our formatting for how we were approaching it wasn't very refined. It was kind of a learning process as we went, and we're definitely going to do it again. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it as much as we did, because it was something I really needed. Like, I needed to laugh like that, because I haven't in such a long time. And it really actually went a long way in kind of improving my emotional state for this week. So I'm going to kind of cut that up and cut out some of the lull parts, and where some people joined in. And
the group was Mrozna, Xenia, Bobman, Kinsmark, Phi, Whiskers, Ghost, Fox, and Ghost.
Yeah, we had the...
And you mean you.
Yeah. Like,
not a double ghost, just Noah also. Our sides were lost to the zone.
They were in orbit. So, yeah, I'm going to cut those up and cut out the lulls, because there were a few points where, you know, some new folks joined and we had to, like, repeatedly explain rules and stuff. And so I'm going to record an intro that I'll stitch into the front of it that's just going to introduce the concept to people who aren't familiar with Cards Against Humanity.
Stream says no.
There we go.
Yes.
And also give a quick explanation of the rules of Cards Against Humanity for those who aren't aware. And then I'll just cut in the actual play from there. So, Hockey docky. I think now that I've gotten the community announcements out of the way. Let's see here. Where's my proving?
Oh yeah, we were gonna...
What were we doing? I know we had just done the Dwarf City Smackdown. John Cena! I'm sorry.
We were gonna go to the lower levels and root out the
right,
but we also need to look for bunnies.
Venturing into the slums of Orzammar to put an end to the criminal Carta, eliminating its leader Harvia, or Jarvia, whatever, will certainly boost Lord Harriman's popularity. Okay.
Also, other quests down there that we need to take care of.
I wonder, is this going to take us into, like, lower level of the city, or are these, like, the tunnels that...
No, not the tunnels yet. Well, we need Harriman's permission to go to the tunnels.
Right. Okay. Let's
I don't like Sten, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, like, at first I thought Sten was going to grow on me. Well, he kind of is, just, you know, like a fungus, not, you know... This place is still really cool. Especially considering the age of this game. Some of these set-piece areas are really cool looking. I want to like this game so much more than I actually do. Would you shut up? Oh. Well, you can still shut up. Because who cares what Balin thinks?
Lord Balin is furious. Well, ha!
He can just get over it. Alright, let's see here.
What are we? Yeah,
what are we doing here? Orzammar.
Oh god, so much.
Okay, you agreed to go to a circle, so I can't do that yet. Mother's Hope.
We need
Agreed to look
go
for signs
out.
in the deep roads.
We haven't gotten permission from Paramount to go there yet.
Yeah, chant in the deeps. Oh, I need to go and talk to the dwarf priest guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We can do that. He's in the comments.
Yeah, I'll knock these out one at a time. That way I'm not trying to keep track of a million things in my head at once. He was in...
Marcus says, is he fast too?
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Is who fast too? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't like Stan. Can we replace him? I just don't like him. Chantry dude's at one of these big crossroads.
Yeah, he's, if I recall correctly, he's on the far end of...
Don't talk to her. She's
yeah,
she's the kiddo.
Who are you guys? Oh, Jesus! What?
Brandon.
Aramont has suckered the warden. Balin will not allow... Oh, Balin sent his fanatic assassin dudes.
That Lord guy.
That's pretty not coolio, yeah.
Is he fast?
I don't know.
I have no idea. He's cool though. He didn't want to be king, but...
Yeah. I like Aramont. He's sort of the Philosopher King sort. Like, I didn't want the job, but I have it anyway, so I'm gonna make do. And do it as well as I can. Like, that's the right kind of person to have in office. Because people who want the power of office are probably not the people that you want in that office.
The Lord, he says he's furious. Oh. Lord Balin is furious, so is he fast also? No, he's just
I
a
get
douche.
it.
He's just a douche, really.
Shank! Alright. Loot these punks. What you got?
Got it.
Thanks for the warm-up, suckers. Alright, here's the priesty guy.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly welcome me, my friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapesters.
Cool.
Please, come to our first service.
I guess.
That's complete. Wow, he gave us silvers.
I should have taken Liliana with me for this part, because...
I bet she'd have had something to say about
Yeah,
that.
she'd have...
Okay, hang on. Let's see our...
Why does it look like that door is, like, stitched together?
I think it is. I think it's cobbled together with different metals. Because this is the commons and they can't afford.
Yeah. Let's see. Thief in the House of Learning. A Shaper has reported a theft from the Shaperate. The thief has a bald head and garish tattoos, suggesting he is a brand from the slums. So that's a slums quest. Okay, so we need to find the Orton Tig. That's in the deep roads. Lord Haramont wants you to put a stop to Jarvia on her criminal carta. No one knows where her hideout is. But you would be known to find clues her whereabouts in Dusttown. So that's
Probably the
slums again, I think. Entering Jarvia's head. Okay, so we need to head to Dusttown.
AKA slums, I think.
Which is where?
I don't know.
I have no
That's
idea.
what the map is for.
Dusttown. Okay, there it is. It's over there.
Is that the slums? Is that the same thing?
Where am I?
We're that yellow, right there. Right there.
Oh, I'm literally right next to the gate to Dusttown.
Oh, is this the gate to Dusttown?
Da-na-na-na!
Yay!
Convenience! Alright.
Speaking of fast, Marcus posted this.
Finish speedrun.
That Nightbot's not doing its job again.
It's not?
That was a link.
Nightbot, come on. I even spent a minute prior to stream. I mean, not that I mind that link, it's just... Oh, God! There's a rich one. We'll get plenty for their kit once we cut him out of it. That's not very nice.
You're gonna wish you hadn't said that.
That's just not very nice, sir. That's rude, in fact. Damn! He just got decked.
Can we loot their bodies?
Totally. Oh, hey.
Oh, there are more. Oh, hey, look, quest giver.
crossbows.
Did you see the quest giver? Right there with the exclamation point. I
Just
love
standing there watching.
Well, if we survive it, we're obviously worthy of a smile.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, dear Lord.
So this is why you really shouldn't lose your head.
Oh, that's so nasty.
So,
Hello,
let's
sir.
talk business.
Who are you? You don't
like any guardsman I ever saw.
Nah.
And that's not much of a uniform.
I mean, it's cooler than a uniform.
Persuade.
I'm Guy, Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin?
Maybe.
With me, I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
You're black market, aren't you?
I'd have to hear what you're asking.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate
I actually
that.
agree with this.
The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the circle tower. I got one man named Godwin.
Wait.
He's expecting the delivery of a stone's weight.
I know Godwin.
You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to say, sell
No.
you that lyrium instead.
No, give it to Godwin.
At the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back this return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Okay.
Interesting. It must be dangerous if you're paying so much.
More so for someone like you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it.
I don't have that kind of money.
As long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Yeah, fair enough.
I wonder if that means that we can't get that job later.
I don't know.
That's sad.
Who are you?
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
You, bald, tattoos.
Nice face paint. I'm looking for a thief who dared steal from the Shaperit.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Then you're of no further use for me.
Kick his ass.
Load. Proving receipt. A losing betting receipt crumpled in anger. These are only printed in the proving grounds.
So we need to go to the proving grounds. Let's go back up while we're close by.
Yeah.
Spare coin?
No!
Let's go back upstairs.
Hang on.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Yep.
I did?
My man used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
That's not how gravity works, kiddo. That doesn't happen.
Yes. When my doll left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
Everyone. I have to go now.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
See ya.
I didn't do it, sir. I swear.
Do what?
What are you trying to do, kill me?
Okay.
Jeez.
More questiness over there.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
Don't look too crippled to me. And what'll you give me in exchange?
What are you looking for?
Do you know a woman named Jarvia?
Know her. I used to run with her.
Really?
Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her.
Where could I find her?
Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens.
Creepy.
She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there.
Where do I find one of these?
Can't help you there, Selrocka. The Carta members keep them real tight. But that's worth something, right? Maybe just a little.
Give her something.
Yeah, I'll give you 10 silvers. Take care of yourself.
I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Cheers.
I'm guessing you got kicked out of the gang and injured along the way.
What's up, dude?
Spare a coin? 2 bits for the needy?
I'll give you 5 if you're useful. Can I ask you some questions about the carta?
No questions. I don't know anything. I never seen them.
Then no coins for you. Yeah, not talking to you yet. No! Who are you?
Hey there, stranger. 6 bits for a tumble, 2 silvers if you all want to go at once.
Jesus! How about some questions about the carta?
I weren't talking to you. Hear me? We weren't talking.
Apparently we were negotiating
Sex.
wages.
Yeah.
See ya!
Okay, let's go up top side, go to the proving grounds, finish that
Yep.
quest. Here's a joke for you, says Marcus. Knock, knock.
Who there?
And now, attention everyone, I will be fighting the entire United Nations, looking for recruits. But he says, is it because of Anita and Zoe? And no, it says, nah, their latest cultural resolution, which is so mind-bogglingly idiotic and political, I dare not post unless giving express permission.
Are you talking to me?
What?
Your weapon. Draw it.
Why? Are we under attack?
I want to see what you can do.
You want to fight me? Just like that?
You are a Grey Warden. How are you going to face an archdemon if you cannot face me?
It is a mystery, I'll admit.
I should let your weakness damn us all. Draw your sword. I'll try not to injure you permanently.
I don't have to prove anything to you, forget it.
So you do have a spine. Pity you don't use it.
I don't like you, Stan. Stop picking on Al. He's faced more than you have.
Okay.
Marcus says, oh, you know, shoot you through the door 37 times. A real fucking vampire. Yes. Noah asks if he has the said express permission.
Yeah, I'd say keep that one to off-stream discussions.
I'm kind of scared to know. So there's somebody here we need to talk to.
Yeah, which one was it?
I don't know.
Is it
But
that
somebody has a book.
one? Hang on. I think it might be one of these. Are you the one I'm here for? Possibly. Whoa, Jesus!
Yes,
Well.
I knew the Shaperate stuff would be risky.
Uh-huh.
Coin for the man who takes the warden down.
Question answered. Howie. Is that all? Injury kit. A volume of Shaper history.
So we need to take it back to the Shaperate.
A volume of Orzammar history focusing on the relationship between ancestor lineage and the granting of mining permits in the dead trenches. It's not supposed to be removed from the Shaperate. Alrighty then. Any of you have any loot? Not really.
We were idiots.
Sorry for the up man skirt shot there. Alright. So, is there anything else I gotta do here while I'm here? Lol, nope. Alright. Let's just keep on creeping on.
So where's the Shaperate?
I think it's in that upper level where
All the fancy things are?
yeah, like the houses and stuff are.
Alistair, what's this?
It's a sock?
It's a filthy sock. How did it find its way to my bedroll?
Maybe it likes you. Socks are sneaky like that. Anyway, it's not mine.
It has your name stitched on it.
Oh, part of Templar training back at the Chantry, the men were always getting their socks mixed up. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll take it from you right now. One of my socks is feeling a little damp anyway. A change will be nice.
You're going to put it on? It's filthy.
And dry. We're not exactly traveling in the lap of luxury here.
What hideous habits you've picked up.
Well, it's true. Where's he gonna wash it?
Let's see, which of these is the Shaperate? Figures, the one farthest away. Shut up!
Wash it in the lava below. That'll clean everything up, says
Lord
Miller.
Harrowmont, proven to be working with servitors. The warden destroyed Harrowmont.
Oh my god, really? Again? I hate you all! Do you think this legitimizes you? Do you think this makes you look non-shady? That's Chamber of the Assembly. Like, seriously, that's always my question when it comes to... There we go, Shaper. Like, the sending of assassins, like, in the middle of the street in games like this. It happens a lot in fantasy games, and it's always just like, that's an overt showing of the hand that they're not operating legitimately anymore. That's not something that any, like, mastermind worthy of the title would do. So it just comes across as poor writing.
You found it.
Yep.
Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in otherwise dark time.
I try. Anything else to do in here? Nope. Alright. Actually, is there anything to click on in here? Shaperate.
Marcus says on a scale of 1 to 10, how much Fallout 4 content will we see when it launches? 10 being a lot. 11.
Daily.
The answer is 11. In other words, all the content, because we'll be streaming it.
Yep. Daily out of 10. Because the plan for Fallout 4 when it releases is, I've explained this a couple of times, I'll simply summarize again, is we're going to stream it daily pretty much whenever I feel like playing it, because it's one that I don't necessarily want to impose the pressures of like pre-recording like for an episodic structure upon myself for, because I love to immerse myself in Fallout games, and I'm essentially compromising with the part of myself that recognizes that it would be foolish for me not to feature it on the channel because of the sheer demand that there will be for it, and the part of me that also wants to enjoy it the way I have past Fallout games on a personal level. So I'm going to kind of go off and on with interactions with chat, and pretty much when there are lulls in the game, when I'm not like doing something that's like story or dialogue or really immersion heavy, then we'll check with chat and do the interaction. And then when we're in the midst of things, I'm going to go chat dark and just fully immerse in the experience, which hopefully will make it a little bit more like interesting for you guys, because you'll really get to see like this is the intended experience, and it'll also allow me to really enjoy it the way I have past Fallout games and the way that I love to. And then on top of the daily streams, I'm also going to cover some early mod spotlights. I'm not going to do anything that adds in like new equipment or anything like that until I've completed the campaign, because I have a personal policy of always playing Bethesda games through pretty much as a dry modless run, with the exception of things that only affect like textures or maybe models the first time through, because I don't like to affect balance or anything. I pretty much leave it to purely cosmetics to just fix the issues that are always in Bethesda games. So yeah, that's the short, quick answer.
Marcus says, 11, hell yeah! Goodbye, life!
Okie dokie. So I think... yeah, now we need to head to Dusttown again. Let's do this. Does no one clean up the skeletons in the street?
No.
My God.
Not yet, anyway. Bunny says, let's just hope they don't do stupid shit like they did with ESO. You want to play this race? Well, you have to buy the collector's edition because the standard version won't have that. Or worse. I doubt they will. ESO was not made by Bethesda.
It wasn't made by Bethesda, and it's apples to oranges, because that was an MMO. This is an RPG.
Yeah. Noah says they'll probably draw a big audience, so you might want to set MoveBot to send 30-minute reminders that donations and YouTube subs are a thing.
Yeah, like the week prior to the launch of Fallout 4, I'm going to do a lot of like test streams I really want to hammer out and make sure I get Twitch alerts and the little like pop-up thingy doing its job, because like that I think is really when the streaming aspect of what we do is very likely to take off in a way that it just hasn't up until now. So I really want to make sure I've got everything all properly arranged prior to commencing that.
Have you a coin to spare, milady?
Maybe.
For my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
How much
I could help you if you have some information.
What information? I don't know anything.
Oh, you might.
Unless you want the names of every mining family in Orzammar. That's what I was. Before.
Before what?
Before my family cast me out and disowned me. Unless... But no! I can't bear to even think of it!
What can we do?
You seem upset. Is there some way I can help?
I wish there were. My name is Erlenda. I wasn't always like this. I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone. And it's my own fault. Ancestors cursed me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right.
What happened?
I fell in love. He seemed so exotic, you know, tough and smart, and never had to bow his head to anyone.
Uncasted?
He was casteless.
Yeah.
And I think, no, I know he was just trying to father a higher caste child so he could petition for status. But our child was a son, casteless like his father. My parents disowned me and stripped my caste from me. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
That's harsh, yo.
Maybe I could reason with your family.
If you're a minor, why would your son be casteless?
In Orzammar, lineage is traced through the child's same-sex parent.
Oh.
Had my baby been a girl, she would have been a minor like me. But as a boy, my son is considered tainted forever by his father's seed.
Strange. Alright then. Is there any other solution?
Yes. I can become casteless with him, which is what I've done.
Noble.
Others have raised children like this, right? Begging for change, sleeping in doorways.
Maybe I could reason with your family.
Yeah.
You would do that? But why?
I don't like to see a gentleman suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man.
Not as stiff as me.
His name is Ordell, and he's usually at tapsters in the evening.
Sounds like a charmer.
I don't think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Alright, where do we go?
Let's find out.
Where's the map say?
Well, if he's at Tapsters, then that's where we're going.
Map, is it?
Because a guy who hangs out in a tavern every evening is surely a nice guy,
Noah
right?
says, I'll gladly help with Twitch alerts. We could probably do it after stream if you want.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll have time this evening, because I got some other stuff I want to work on to get the Intercell Marine stuff edited and uploaded and
But
everything.
he says, still though, it does not stop a company from being a complete dick to its face looking at you Tomb Raider devs. Yeah, but Bethesda's been pretty good about that, actually. Pyre says, hey, how late am I? Not too late.
Not very. Hey there, chump.
Something flagrant says, why don't you put a banner for Gold Mine? You miss a lot of income, lol.
What?
Pretty sure that's... And there's a link. I'm pretty sure that's a scam.
Yeah. If it's any one of those, like, get these stolen keys and sell them... Yeah, no thanks. I like to keep things above board, thank you. Let's see. Are you Ordell?
I could be. What business is it of yours?
Oh, you sound so... persuaded.
I met your daughter.
I have no daughter.
Yes, you do.
Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine.
Charming, aren't you?
Persuade.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just a little cur.
How convincing.
Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
He's a baby, not a cur, and she loves him.
Look, just tell her we never meant to hurt her.
Yes,
It
you
just
did.
seemed best that- Just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
And what a wonderful home I'm sure that will be.
Oh my god. What the heck is that? Noah sent this.
It's a robot. Oh, the poor robot is committing suicide.
That's sad. Why would you send that? Alright, let's go talk to a lady.
Hey,
That
lady.
didn't take very much, actually.
It really didn't.
It's like, she's gonna die. No, she's not. Yeah, she is.
Well, never mind then. Hey, lady, would you be cool if I just, like, killed your dad and made it look like an accident and you can collect on his insurance? Is that a thing you're cool with?
You're back.
Because I'm cool with
I
it.
thought you weren't coming. What did he say?
He said he's an asshole, but you're welcome. Yeah, he wants you both to come home.
Both of us? I don't believe he said that.
Well, he
I've
did.
never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash. He calls him it.
Yeah, that didn't change.
Maybe. Maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough.
Yeah, don't thank
It's
me
her
yet.
story. My son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a knight in your service. When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
Maybe promise to let him make his own choices. How about that?
Well, he could do worse than working with Grey Wardens.
I mean, he could. It's still indentured servitude if it's, like, forced on him, though.
I know.
Let's see here.
Let me ask, can I shove my foot up his ass?
Sure wish I could. Alright, I guess I should, like, check out some of these structures. Let's see. Can I enter this one? Yes. Slum's house. Knock, knock.
Well, look what we have here.
Well, that was sudden.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Oh, good.
Spooky.
Does that mean we can take your token?
There's a few of you.
That's okay.
This might work up a sweat.
Hey, look, they actually have stuff for us to loot.
Yep.
How dare that freaking leader take down Al? Kill him. Take off his head. Of course, he was pretty much one-on-one with the leader.
Sorry, ancestors. What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like
I'm a
bleeding
fucking
heart.
Grey Lord. What do you think?
Sweet bloody stone, look at them all.
Tell me how to find Jarvia, or you join them.
The base is below the city.
Go on.
You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open.
Will you let me go now?
No.
No!
Too late.
Thank you.
Wish
thank
granted.
You, thank you. I feel a little bit bad, but not really.
Yeah, I don't.
Like I said, a little bit.
I must
But,
ask,
but
what does being
I didn't click on you.
mean to you?
I don't know. I mean, does it have to
Well,
mean
I think
anything?
It means that we've been chosen to do something important.
I'm kind of with this one. I mean, it just kind of is what it is.
Okay.
I just wanted to know what you thought being a Grey Warden was about. Ultimately,
Saving the world and stuff?
being a Grey Warden is about serving others.
Yeah.
About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
Why are you lecturing me when I'm clearly already doing that?
You mean to say I serve as a protector?
Yeah.
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men, and you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus, it is you who serves, not they.
Right. I'll keep that in mind.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly.
Hear that, Al?
Serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
Yeah, Philosopher King. We've gone over this.
Many kings are tyrants.
Mm-hmm.
And the country suffers for it. If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today.
Yeah.
I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
Please do. Okay.
Now we're gonna loot things again.
Now's better than later.
But he's just cut his dick off and shoved it up his ass. And Pyro says, thought Vibe just said I'm some swear word gay lord. No. I don't know what I said that sounded like. Oh wait. Oh, we already saw that one. Never mind.
There we go. Chests, dwarven armored boots, Viridium. Are these decent? Yeah, kinda. We'll see if anybody else can use them. Ooh, another chest. Money! Anything else? Nah. Alright. Let's get out of here.
The third door on this row?
This isn't exactly a well-organized row. I guess we'll just poke around until we find it. Can I open this place? Nope.
Maybe it's this door.
Suspicious door. This door appears to be made of solid stone. There are no visible means of opening it. On closer inspection, there's a small slot concealed in a fold of the stone. Does stone have folds? Just asking. Just big enough for a finger. Put the finger bone token in the slot. Hey.
Yay!
Knock knock.
Pyro asks about what was that about Bethesda earlier. Not much. Bunny was worried that they might do something with Fallout 4 like what ESO did with blocking the races behind a paywall.
Yeah.
We figured that's not very likely because it's, for one, it's not an MMO, and for two, Bethesda did not actually develop or have much to do with ESO other than put its brand name on it.
Which is why ESO is so very incongruent with the rest of Elder Scrolls. And like, it was a mistake to pass it off to another dev studio. Balin rules. They don't work for me.
Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
Or we could just kill you all. We didn't do quite enough research, I take it.
I don't know, who cares?
We probably need to talk to people about that.
Doesn't matter.
We'll kill them all.
Kill them all, let the gods sort them out.
Just hoping they don't end up like EA. Bethesda seems smarter than that, to be honest.
Their devs do, their legal department not so much.
Well, their legal department isn't the one making the games.
Yeah. Like, Bethesda's legal department are straight up insane. The rest of them are cool, though. Camera. Camera, what are you doing?
Noah says, me, a poor nomad, 40k short of a new tank.
Lifestone, what is
What
this?
is that?
Enhance the natural properties of other materials used in item creation.
We can create things?
Sure.
I didn't know item creation was an option. Can we kill more people? That seems to be very advantageous, considering that they'll probably attack us on our way out anyway.
Plus, you know, I think I've made my point with these chumps.
But he says they're fucking bullies. They are.
Sup.
But most legal departments are bullies. That's just kind of how they roll.
Yeah. Bethesda's are even more so there.
Yeah.
Like suing the makers of Scrolls because they had the gall to have the word Scrolls in their name.
Yeah,
that was just pure insanity.
Whoever signed off on that needs to be fired.
Yeah.
No, it says, so a tier 8 rental in World of Tanks right now is a KV5, a 5-headed tank.
And I have this other thing, speaking of Bethesda. Like, to date, I have yet to fully comprehend a single tweet made by... oh, shit, what's his name?
Or the devs of Fortress Fallout.
Yeah. The guy that used to work on Doom. Shite, I'm forgetting his name. Like, I follow him on Twitter, and yet I very rarely understand a single thing he ever posts. It's like he posts in another language.
I think in some ways it's true.
He speaks dev, and I don't.
Are any of us hurt?
Nah,
Go away.
God damn it! I want to discuss something you mentioned, like how you're being an asshole.
Speak then.
You said something earlier about mages?
We have no mages such as you do. We have beasts in the shape of men who perform tricks.
Okay. Why don't you have mages?
We have mages, we simply don't have the sort you do.
That's not what you just said!
Why do you differentiate them?
Why do you have different mages than we have?
For the same reason that we do not light our own houses on fire, or invite locusts into our fields.
We don't exactly invite them. Why have magic at all if it's so evil then?
We live in the world and magic is part of it.
Yeah, that's my point.
Reject the sky. Ashera, are we going to fight the Darkspawn or chatter until they grow bored and leave?
You're just pissed because you're losing the debate.
As you wish.
See ya. Sten rage quit.
Yep.
I don't like you, sir.
No, it says that guy sounds like the TeamSpeak user joined your channel voice.
He kinda does, yeah.
Can we replace Sten? I would rather deal with Bitchy Morrigan than Sten.
That's a pretty stout insult.
Seriously though, I'm starting to like him less than I like Morgan.
At least she has her semi-redeeming moments. Sten really doesn't yet.
He's just a dude.
He really is.
Maybe we should have left him in that cage,
Like,
since he hasn't given us any reason not to.
I know there's the whole, like, you know, cultural differences. At the end of the day, though, empathy is still a thing.
And he constantly insults everybody who isn't him.
So you can get off my back.
I'm just like, dude.
Duster leather armor. Sounds potentially cool.
Or we can get Lael back, or Devrin. Or Zevran,
Ooh,
excuse me.
dwarven massive armor.
Also very
Heavy metal shield. Cool.
Do we have anybody who can use that yet?
I don't know, let's find out before we go any deeper. Pardon me. And also, yes, is anyone hurt? Yep, he's hurt. Have a lesser injury kit.
Well, he did go down.
Yeah. There we go.
Because he was the dwarf leader dude, just pretty much
smacked him.
Well, he was fighting him alone. And there was multiple for each of us, and the leader for some reason went to Al, so Al got the leader and others. He only went down in the last couple of seconds of the fight, which was pretty impressive, actually. But he says, I'm like that in with the Enchantress due to her voice, so I stick with the Templar. Yeah. I like Al.
That's pretty nice. I mean, the spell resistance I'll miss. Thing is, we end up fighting in melee more often, though.
We'll go ahead with that then.
Dwarven massive it is. Ooh, that's cool looking.
That is cool looking.
Let's see. Do we have any extra, like, helmets or anything?
Marcus is curious, what kind of soul survivor are you planning on playing as?
Oh, and Fallout 4? I haven't really decided yet. I haven't actually given a whole lot of thought to it.
I'm actually tempted to play as a girl. I mean, I will play as a girl for sure when I play it, but I think that there is a lot to be said for a mom whose baby just is either dead or dead. Dead, or actually not dead, but she thinks is dead. Either way. Because the whole...
Didn't I pick up a oh, he's not strong enough for that shield.
Oh.
Okay.
Any helmets?
Nah.
Dang it, I hate the what about for her?
Do I not have any rings for her? I just realized she didn't have any. Yeah, have willpower. What the? Oh, because that was a necklace. Yeah, have that one. Here. Plus 10 cold damage.
Does she have a belt?
Yeah, that's her little thing here.
Oh, her apron?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You've got spell resistance.
When he says, I was, of course, speaking of Diablo 3, forgot to mention that in my last post. Oh, I'm like that in Diablo 3 with the Enchantress. Due to her voice.
I haven't actually played Diablo 3. Like, I was kind of curious about it, and then there were the, like, server catastrophes at launch, and I just completely lost all interest. Because if a company can't be bothered to iron out their own goddamn infrastructure at launch, I just have no respect for them. That's the sort of thing that, if you're having issues of such a fundamental type at launch, it means it was rushed. And I just, on a matter of principle, cannot support a company that pushes profits over quality.
See some blood.
Can we just kick them in the...
A little bit. Another lifestone. Garnet, yoink. Oi!
Oh, he's only stunned?
Nah. Nah, he did.
Get off my back.
I've already got one of those. What is in the chest? Dwarven armor, Viridium. Alright, I'll take another one of
And he
those.
says, that's long since fixed, however. Vanilla D3 was boring as shit. The expansion Reaper of Souls made the game a lot better.
Yeah, I did hear Reaper of Souls was actually decent. It's just, after I lost my initial taste for it, I never really redeveloped it.
No, it says, yo, check out this guy's 132
Dude.
World War II German interceptor.
That's really cool.
It's nice.
Alright, let's see if this new helmet is...
Helmet?
Yes, that
Is it
is
better?
quite superior. Damn.
Alright. Can we see him in, like, actually look at him. Let's look at him in real life.
Damn, Al, you scary. No, that's just medium armor. Does anyone else here wear medium? Nope.
Oh, I take a look.
Whoa! Al, congratulations, you're a stormtrooper now.
He looks awesome!
Jesus.
I like it. He looks badass.
I'm not gonna ask how armor that was made for dwarves somehow fits him. We're just gonna roll on.
Did you check that other box?
Yeah, I didn't want anything from it. Oh wait, hang on. I haven't gone down here.
German red oxide primer equals fave color, says Noah.
Oh, hey, wait, you're human. What the hell? Elven mercenary. Never mind, you're not human. I just can't see your ears. Ow, ow. Hey,
Can I steal
dude,
your loot?
Dude, bro, could you stop with the stabbing me? There we go. Stab her! Stab her in the spine!
Oh!
Well, that's the spine. Right where it meets the skull. Alright, fair play.
I can't even feel bad.
Canary mercenary.
Wait. So we just fought one of Sten's people.
Uh-huh.
A Canary, a dwarf, and an elf.
That was a rival adventuring party, is really what that was.
Let's go check the elf. Does she have anything cool?
Well, she doesn't have a head anymore.
Well, what?
Kanki's common box? What?
Oh god.
Emerald costume. A costume ring that appears to be made of an expensive material. Okay, having all of that.
I don't know what that's gonna be used for.
Who the hell is Kanky? That sounds like a Donkey Kong character.
Oh.
Kanky Kong. Alright. I'm just kind of exterminating the entire cartel. Alright guys, come on. We're just gonna hold this doorway.
Hey, we're supposed to get rid of the cartel anyway.
And We are! 1 kill at a time!
Well, obviously, you know, I figured the chest armor works because look how broad they are. They're not significantly less broad than a
Well, it would still, like, it would only come up to his midsection, though. Like, his stomach would still remain exposed. And yet it's not.
I don't know. Magic.
Yeah, pretty much. Eh. Oh, I just realized I'm, like, pretty severely wounded.
Al looks like a freaking terrifying.
He does!
Like,
I'm telling you, man, he's dressed like a stormtrooper now.
I like it.
Oh, I do too, don't get me wrong.
Seriously, Al for King 2016.
Alright.
Frostrock.
I'll get on it.
Money!
Is there any books or boxes in here?
Health stuff.
Is
There's a
that-
door in here.
I feel like there's bound to be something in here somewhere.
Do dwarves have stone kegs?
Apparently so. I like it.
Real quick, let me patch myself up.
Oof, we're
Injury
hurting.
kit, yeah.
Bunny says
There we go.
the class they added, the Crusader, is really good. And what's funny, for a melee class, they did not have the passive buff of 30% damage reduction like the Barbarian. And the Monk did. They later buffed the Crusader, giving them 30% defense. And Noah says, well, I'm heading up for dinner. See y'all in a while.
Alrighty. Cheers, mates.
Marcus says, I'm gonna make mine a gun nut. The kind who turns his garage into an armory suited for the military with balls to the wall approach towards combat and no other options available.
Slash approve.
That's pretty much what we do, honestly.
Yeah. Like, my only, like, plans for my, like, play style for Fallout 4 are, like, I'm gonna turn hoarder. Like, I'm gonna be taking apart everything so that I can construct the most amazing base possible.
Are you kidding? We're gonna make a city.
Like, I want to
We'll
found...
start small, but we're going to build.
Like,
and
it's...
the place we build is going to be properly defensible for
Yeah.
our civilization to
Like,
grow.
it's not just gonna be a single home. It's gonna end up a settlement.
Yes. And Noah's like me saying, y'all, we have successfully infected him.
The corruption is real.
Yes. But yes, the very first building that's going to be completed is the doghouse. Because if you can't take care of your puppy, then you're doing something
I mean,
wrong.
then what kind of adventurer can you call yourself?
Exactly.
I have leveled. Alright, let's see. Do I go with more dexterity or
I
more
think so.
strength?
Well, that depends on if there's anything you're wanting us to wield that requires strength.
No, I think for now I'll just keep on this way.
Dexterity is always good.
Yeah. Like dexterity and cunning for the build
Are
we're
we
going
super
for.
lockpicky now?
Yeah, I should open any lock now.
Oh,
I've got
good.
it mastered, so.
Because frustrating.
Is there anything else I can do with dual weapon now?
Marcus says, I think we are all guilty of being hoarders. Yes.
Ooh.
We are super hoarders, and the new Fallout's only going to make that worse. I can guarantee it.
Like, I was
'cause
already...
you can put everything to use in some
Yeah.
way, therefore extra hoarding will happen.
I was already kind of a weapon hoarder in New Vegas,
Are you
because, like,
kidding?
I wanted to collect every single unique weapon, and I would keep multiple stacks of, like, the normal weapons, so that I could just, like, sell them as currency. Like, I would trade stacks of 22 pistols as a currency of sorts.
And the funniest thing is that I'm worse than him when it comes to hoarding.
Well, yeah, because she grabs all the, like, glue and scrap metal and everything. I'm like, I only search for that when there's something specific I want to
Well, I
craft.
do it so that when there's something specific I want, I just have to go to my stash, and I've already got it all. So there you go. I'm telling you, you're gonna make stash boxes for junk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know I am.
I know it's already
I'm
gonna
gonna have,
happen.
like, a storage shed that's just full of scraps.
Yes. Because you will figure it out now, how I feel and how I act in Morrowind, for example. In Morrowind, I am a compulsive thief. Like I'm a klepto in Morrowind, and this
She's
Fallout-
cleared out entire towns.
Alright.
No.
Wait,
No, I haven't. I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone.
the path splits.
But he says the mage is also fun, but they're cocky as hell. I keep laughing every time I get a massacre bonus with him saying, "I'm so good, I astound myself." Pyre says, "We the people would like to request to the kin to perform the opera snork at your earliest convenience."
That's just an every stream thing now, apparently.
Yes, they
We,
want
shall
opera-
have a victory snork upon the evisceration of these poor sods.
Okay. Bunny says, that's okay, I hoard legendary gear in Diablo.
Like, I've watched some of my friends play Fallout, and, like, they'll find a unique weapon that, like, they're never gonna use it, so they just sell it. I'm like, no! No!
No, you stash it somewhere.
I know! Like, that's a trophy. Some of my friends are more pragmatic.
Still not enough gum.
I know.
That actually, in Morrowind, that's what I do. Like, I have a mod that adds, like, this ring that takes you to this safe area that's a shop. Like, it's meant just to be an outside the typical world space shop. But it has a teleporting ring to get to it. And you can put it on, it teleports you to the place, and then you take it off and it teleports you to wherever you were when you put it on. So I will get over encumbered in my thievery.
Teleport there, drop everything on the
drop
ground.
Everything and go back. And only when it's taller than my character is do I go to my house and start figuring out what to keep and what to sell. Bunny says, I almost have 3 pages full of legendary armor and weapons. Nice. I approve. Woo! Weapon stand.
Steel axe, really? Lame.
Ooh, armor stand.
Studded leather. Lame.
Well, I mean, look at them. They're...
Well, still, man. Like, they are the prime organized crime.
Well, obviously, these are the
Dwarven
scrubs
City.
that they don't care about. So, of course, they don't have the best.
That's true. These are the scrub lords.
We need better helmets. Is there a don't show helmet option?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Don't worry, we'll fix it.
Disarm.
Yay.
Sweet. What is in the barrel? Small metal.
And almost a
shield.
page full of gems, says Bunny. Tyra says, I was quite proud that on my first playthrough of Fallout 3 in New Vegas, I found all the unique weapons by myself in my first run.
Nice.
Very nice.
I found most of them. I think I missed like 3 or 4. That's why I love the mod. Crap, what's it called? I don't remember its exact name because I haven't modded Vegas in a while. But there's a mod that adds like 30 or 40, and maybe more at this point, additional unique weapons scattered around the wasteland. And like, it just for me, because I love that like scavenger hunt mentality of it, where you just like search everywhere to find unique stuff. It really made like more incentive for me, just the way I like to play it, to search everywhere. Like I entered some like caves and stuff that I ordinarily wouldn't have, just on the off chance that I might find a unique in there.
Don't do it, Al. Yay!
Wait, who leveled? Sten leveled? Because I disarmed a trap? Okay. Okay, let's increase your strength yet again. Just
Can he wield his new clothes yet? Pyre says, AS supplementary weapons pack? I don't think so.
Actually, that sounds correct.
Does that sound correct?
Yeah.
It has a lot of new uniques.
Ooh. Each time the warrior fells an enemy, the end of battle seems closer at hand, restoring a portion of the warrior's stamina. Interesting. Two-handed. Is there anything else I want to do here? Sweep. Sweeps through enemies in a vicious arc, dealing normal damage to those it hits and knocking them down unless they pass a physical resistance check. Hell yes! Knockback whirlwind attack. Enjoy that, Sten. I know I will.
Oh, a jailer. Are there people we can free?
Might I liberate an army?
Miss T says, hairs.
Hello, hello.
And Buddy said, Marcus says, I had to look up some guides for something. I just discovered that they were glitched and I couldn't get them. Buddy says, I hope Blizzard does well with the expansion if they do go back to the Light King style, or I might go back to playing Warcraft, because I do was playing my note. Pyre says, sorry, AG supplementary weapons pack. Yeah, that's
correct. That is
and adds
exactly
100 plus unique weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking
That's
of.
it.
I purposely use an older version of it, though, because I don't like what they changed in some of the models and textures of the newer updates. So it's one of the weird ones that I purposely use an older version.
No.
Novice Cold Iron Rune. Well, see ya.
Well, there is one person we can let out.
Hey, yeah. Let me talk to you first.
Please, stranger, let me out. I see you bear no love for Jarvia.
True.
Please, help me.
Alright, fine.
Thank you. We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day and all for a stupid bet.
That's rough, man.
We're sorry. I hope it gets better for you. Uh-oh, Miss T saw Bunny's thing about World of Warcraft and said, if you do and it's balanced, let me know. Uh-oh. Miss T might be going back to Taxi. Because I might go back to my gnome lock. I miss her. Did I or did I not call it? I called it. I so called it.
The hell? Oh, where did you come from?
They spawned magic. They were in the boxes. Yeah. Bunny says, that's if they do it. For a few years, they've been quite arrogant. You think? For a few years, I think they've been arrogant for many years. Few is not the proper term anymore.
I think the problem Blizzard ran into is that they knew for quite a while that they had the MMO...
Line says, what's up, last level?
Ah, hello, hello.
And Tarja says, hey, Taxi is awesome. I never said she wasn't. I just knew you were gonna be thinking about going back to her because it's Taxi.
Like, I think the issue with Blizzard is that they knew they had the MMO genre completely on lock, and that made them grow complacent. And they didn't really feel as though they had much significant competition.
Ooh, do the Heidi thing.
Dwarven armored gloves.
We should do the Heidi thing. This is a loot room. Maybe there's something special.
Yeah, is there anything in here? Not really. Damn. And I think they started to kind of slip.
I might just remake her in D&D because that'd be more reliably rewarding than playing her own. I was talking about wanting to DM again, so you message me, okay? Okay?
I am quite happy to help with the construction of character.
Okay? And I have a Pathfinder Warlock conversion.
A good one, too.
Cool. Huh?
A good one, too.
Yes. So, yes. Just message me, KK? KK.
Oh, here we go. Are these superior? They are identical, actually. Do they look identical?
I think I broke
Yep.
Miss T. She's flailing over the keyboard.
Excited. I
Promises from Kins and Vi to convert Taxi. Yes! Yes, we will help you convert Taxi.
This we shall do.
Yes. Marcus is a courier and a death fought into a room. Who leaves alive? Neither, because the game crashed again. Nice. What's that?
Ooh, red steel dwarven large round shield.
I bet I know someone who can use that. Ow. Ow.
Is this better than your shield?
I bet it is.
Maybe. Well, it's better at missile deflection, but its overall defense is not. So.
Dang it. But he says, well, it's because for 4 or 5 years people want the old skill tree back. People want to go back to the Light King since they fucked that up royally with Kung Fu
Yeah. Like, even her dad, who, like, doesn't really know much or get into MMOs or something, he saw some of the ads they had on TV for it, and was asking us when they were running those on TV, like, what's with this panda game? Like, what is this? I'm like, I don't even want to tell you.
Okay. Either my internet freaked out or Gmail just crashed.
Chat test.
Chat is moving. Chat is moving.
So Gmail just probably their servers hiccuped.
Yeah. Miss T says, yeah, that's about the era I left. And Marcus says, Fallout New Vegas on console in a nutshell. Ooh, console.
Yeah, I will never play a Bethesda game on a console again, like, ever. I started out playing Morrowind, the very first time I played it was on a friend's Xbox, and then I found the joys of playing it on PC with mods, and I have never looked back.
Miss T says, bummer, Marcus. Yeah. hate it when things crash. That's always the suckiest feeling. Especially when you've done something really cool and then it crashes right after that and you didn't have the chance to save. And you're just like, well, what's in there?
Iron letter opener. Red steel letter. I feel like these were like puzzles or something we might have had to do.
Well, take them all anyway. Maybe we need that for later.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is something that seems
like,
suspiciously...
If we had come through here, like, diplomatically, I feel like those are something we might have had to do something with.
Well, we never know.
Are these superior to your footwear?
Are they?
Not really.
But are they the same?
Nope.
Damn. Because if they were, I'd say go with them so we could match.
Let's just see how they look anyway. He's wearing chainmail right now. Yeah.
They don't really look that different.
Alright.
Misty says, that's my policy on all puzzle type games. Just take everything. Yeah, basically.
Pretty
if
much.
you're playing a point and click game, for example, always take everything. Doesn't matter how innocuous it looks, take it all.
It's kind of metagaming, and yet at the same time...
With those, you have to metagame.
Yeah.
That's the only way you actually make it.
Puzzle solving games, you have to metagame.
Take everything just in case it might be used. Yes.
Exactly.
That was Misty. And Bunny says, don't get me wrong, my Pandaren monk adorable, and I love to play her, but the expansion is basically comes through Panda.
Well, and there's something to be said, I think, for keeping up a consistent, like, feel, a consistent aesthetic, and from what I've seen of World of Warcraft, like, yeah, it's exaggerated and cartoony in its art style, it still doesn't feel like the kind of game where, you know, 8-foot pandas would run around. Like, I know there were the, like, oxen people in the original, I forget their name, pardon, I haven't actually played much WoW.
So much
It just,
to go back and loot.
It just didn't feel like those sorts of characters and races existed in the same world. It felt like they just got mashed together.
Yeah. Bobbin says 2 words. Undertale is hard. Wait, fuck, that's 3. Also hi.
I haven't actually seen anything about Undertale yet. I keep hearing people give it like rave reviews, and I haven't even seen the first thing about it yet.
Now's better than later.
Miss T says, makes me feel like such a kleptomaniac. No, I'm the secret klepto. You've seen me play Morrowind, you know. Nothing can be more klepto than my Morrowind characters.
She has a problem.
I do. I admit I have the...
Again with these. Fluorspar, Trinket, Garnet, Malachite. These are definitely some kind of puzzle thing.
I wonder if we'll need it for later, like a big door.
No, I don't think so. I really think those are for some kind of puzzle we would have run into if we came through here talking our way through.
Too bad.
All right.
Master Lockpicker!
Yep. So you can get
No.
on my back.
No. I'm enjoying myself. Shut up.
So this is just a little...
It's
Whoa! That actually startled me.
Whew. She says, yep. Mama says, it's not bad, but
No! Get off of me!
She disguised as a bullet hell at first, and then a bullet hell trying to be an RPG closer to the end. Plenty of puzzles, too.
Interesting.
She says, yes, but you have to meet play Morrowind. I have a feeling I'm just as bad. No, actually, because you probably wouldn't take the things that are only worth 2 silver. Or gold, or whatever. I kind of do.
Septims.
Yes.
Dwarven
I do that.
Wax, Red Steel. Yeah, having that.
And I still do that even late game. Because they're pretty plates.
Like,
And I like them.
Mid to late game in Morrowind, I don't trade coins to people. I trade glass daggers. Glass daggers really do turn into my currency in Morrowind.
Well, glass daggers are...
They're some of the lightest.
For the lightest.
Yeah. Like, they weigh very little, and they're worth like
Misty
4,000
says
apiece.
It's all about the weight value ratio. Anything better than 1 gets taken. See, I'm anything better than, like... I'm anything that looks pretty or is even remotely valuable. I don't care if it weighs more than it's worth. Because I'm so like that. And I'll also admit that sometimes I take things that are worthless because I think they're pretty.
Oh, I definitely take stuff for the personal decoration of my home. Like, I'll steal lit candles of a color I like.
And Pyro says, ugh, shivers. Fighters. But he says, granted though, there was a Pandaren lore in the old Warcraft games, but to turn into Kung Fu Panda after, of course, the dark story of Arthas, who's the Light King and Deathwing, and all of a sudden, Kung Fu Panda!
Yeah.
What the hell were you smoking? Because I want some.
Whoa, what is this? What are you? You're cool.
Can we take the Bun Bun?
Tame Bronto. Oh, that's a Bronto.
So that's what a Bronto looks like.
Can I tame it? Can I ride it?
Look in the box. Maybe there's like a...
Wooden crate.
Can we take those? Because...
Tame Nug.
So they're Nug pets.
Stash box.
We use
Long
the key.
Runner's cap. Oh, plus 0.5 stamina regeneration in combat.
Look at all that money.
Inventory full. No. All right,
Find something cheap to get rid of.
Yeah, let me ditch some stuff.
And we used a key. Where did we get a key?
We
picked up a key. Ms. T says, I'm still in early game, like super early game, so I don't have a home yet, and I don't have a lot of weight capacity. So yeah, I have to be picky about how much I take. Yeah, I might use mods so that I start with a home, and then I might just start stashing things because I can't help myself, and I know that.
I recommend the Mysterious Manor mod, which puts a...
And Ms. T says, like, I'm still in Balmora. Oh, I haven't gotten out of Balmora yet.
I live in Balmora, man. I would, like, 10 out of 10 would live in.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I loot every house that's not locked in Balmora, and then I loot some of the ones that are.
Hey, Wen? Is this hat... Oh, you're not strong enough to wear a leather hat. Alright.
Well, we know what she's doing when she levels.
Got that osteoporosis, eh, Wen? I know how it is.
I'm sad we can't take the nugs.
Can I ride this? Alright, what the hell are you?
They're adorable,
Ugh.
I want one.
They're little lamprey raptors. They're like hungers. Ugh. The face.
I liked it until I saw the face. I don't like the face.
And they have thumbs. They have hands.
Oh god, that's horrifying. No.
Oh.
Get the box.
I don't like them.
What are they?
I don't know. My inventory's... Oh, do runes take up individual places? I almost said plosses. They do. Crap. Alright, can I just give people some
Misty is lolling at me in Balmora, and Misty goes, they're pets, I love them, can I have... Never mind, the face is off-putting.
Look, they have lamprey faces!
It reminds me of the, changelings from Supernatural. Like, their faces look like the...
Well, they have lamprey faces.
Yeah, like, their faces look like what the changelings leave on people, only not as bloody as what these would. They're slimy too. Why
I know. Look, they're shiny.
Oh, what are they called?
I don't. Tame Deep Stalker.
Oh god, we're gonna have to fight those in the deep.
We're probably gonna have to fight like an alpha Deep Stalker or something. I'm calling that early.
Gwen is made of damp newspaper. Missy goes, ew, yeah, ick. Yeah, see, aren't you happy I made the Changeling connection rather? Great, isn't it?
Jeez, why can't I just take you?
Because we don't have the
and
proper
then
whistle.
My dog could ride it into battle.
The dog could ride the front into battle. Misty goes, I know what you mean, and yeah, massively gross. Yes, because the wounds on in the Supernaturals, like, holy fuck, it's a warren of tunnels.
Okay, so we need to go that way. Alright,
Like,
so I need to hang a little.
It looks like that's what would the mountain just no. I don't like it.
Autosave. Alright, stand! Hi.
Can we just kill her and be done?
Sup.
She's gonna try to talk to us.
Paramount finally realized we're taking the city.
Cool axes.
He still can't be bothered to send his own men.
Except I work for him.
Look at the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen.
I've killed all of your men.
She looks so wrong.
She has like orangutan arms.
Like,
look at how long her arms are.
Her body is not properly proportioned.
Look, her fingertips are level with her kneecaps.
It's creeping me out. I don't like it. She needs to die just for that now. Marcus says, I recently read an article about Hollywood hypocrite celebs promoting gun control. It came across Sylvester Stallone's entry. Did you know that he actually has a CCW permit, even though he has suggested door-to-door gun confiscations in the U.S.?
Wow.
Weird. Misty says, yeah. We also get to see an image of one in the mirror, and it looks pretty much exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
The changeling's mouth looks like that, only on a less gross.
This is pretty much identical to what I was saying.
What?
Awfully cocky for someone whose entire carta's dead.
You'll pay for their deaths 100 times over. Kill them, but leave the pretty one alive. I have plans for her.
Do you now? Cute. I killed all of the men in front of this.
She just pooped out.
Yeah. What makes you think these guys have any capability the legion of thugs I already killed didn't have?
But he says in Diablo 3 there's a type of demon that, for the life of me, I can't remember what they're called, but they look like face huggers from the daily movies.
Creepy.
And it seems as her shoulders are too wide.
Oh, hey.
Her entire body is just
Her
wide.
proportions are just off. Quit poofing!
You're annoying me.
This guy tried to poof and then just got knocked over.
So they have magic potions, is what this is telling me. That's what they had that the others didn't. They have poofy powers.
Ow! What the hell?
Trap triggered.
Ow! Come on, get up, get up, get up. Take out the crossbow, dude.
Her entire proportions just freak me out. I don't like it.
Hey, don't you run from me! Get Shrek'd.
Oh.
Ooh. That's what you get for making me run.
Like, there are the traps. Like both of these entrances were traps.
Ow! I mean, it didn't do a lot.
I think that's what happened. Oh, that just happens in that area, in that square.
Yeah. Hey, would you stop making me run?
I don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it.
Alright, lady. It's time I concentrate on you. So, have fun with that.
Definitely not created with the ratios.
Nah. Like, I know she's not a human, so the proportions are obviously a little
The
off.
rest of the dwarves are not the same.
Yeah, they're not as weirdly disproportionate as
Can
she
we loot
is.
her body? Is her body lootable?
I don't know, I'm gonna loot everyone else first. I didn't know.
Are we hurt? Probably someone's hurt, though.
Probably.
Wait.
Or not, no, we just completely soundly kicked their
We
asses.
Demolished them.
Okay, so...
But he says he was so... He lost his head.
Are there any
says
gifts
they
I
have
can give
poofy
you?
powers by 2015. Yes.
A pair of polished gold hoop earrings. Hey, Win! Got earrings for you. Do you like earrings? You wear a lot of gold.
I think Liliana might like them.
Most kind.
Okay. Gemmed bracelets. That's for Lil. Silver demon head ring. I wonder who that's for. Gold amulets.
Give
Gold
it
amulet
to-
suspended by a chain of lucky gold links.
Is it Chantry?
It
Did
doesn't
it say
say.
Chantry?
I don't know. Have that.
Most kind.
We should have given that to Al. Give some of this to Al. I like...
Alley King's flagon. We need to find a drunk. I've got several things for a drunk. That's weird to say.
What's the golden mirror?
A mirror of polished glass in a gold frame. Golden deer and sparrows frolic together in a charming scene on the bed. That's for Zev. Because it's a mirror as well, and he's kind of vain, so...
Yes.
Like...
What's the white...
Legacy white sheer. Peculiar and rare. A single run of this... Okay, so that's alcohol. White rune stone. Small flat stone with a gold rune carved on it. Like, I need to find out who loves gold.
Well, actually, maybe save and give Win the rune.
I'll get on it.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh,
This
that was
is
her. Okay, so key, pushback striker's drake skin. Wow, those are much superior to mine.
We're wearing them.
Having that. Long runner's cap. Didn't I already find one of those? Concentrated soldier's bane. Effective anti-infantry poison is too thick to pour from the flask. Smashing the glass is the only way to get it out. So it's an AoE. Okay.
Let's put our clothes on.
Yeah.
Miss T says, well, don't lose your head. That's a snarky quote from somewhere. Somebody hooked me up with a source. Don't lose your head.
A lot of, like...
Games do that.
Yeah. Right, is there any of this stuff I can just ditch? Not really. How about this stuff? You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of the life stones because I never do anything. Pardon me. Yeah, I'm never gonna use that, so that can go away.
Like right before the other person gets decapitated. Oh well. Actually, our character might say that. I don't know. Because she sounds like the type.
Kit. Money. I'm always relieved when I just get money, because it means I don't have to fiddle with my inventory.
Okay, I'm sure there's more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, careful of these because they're the explodey barrels.
Yeah. Don't care about mushrooms. Can I deactivate this freaking trap?
Yes, you can. You just go.
There we go.
The other one right over there.
I just realized I'm still using the sword I got ages ago. It's just such a good sword for early game. Spiked maul or red steel. Holy crap. Sten? You want a hammer there, friendo? Let's see here. How does this compare? Diamond maul. Whoa. When did I get that?
Paris, I kind of want to see another Obsidian Fallout game.
I think, oh, who was it? I keep forgetting names, like I'm terrible with that. Thanks, 3 concussions. The guy that was one of the original creators of Fallout, who's with Obsidian now, he was actually asked in an interview, are you guys going to do any more? He didn't confirm that they are. His response was, I would love to. So it sounds like it's something that they just haven't gotten asked to do. And like they were working on Pillars of Eternity for a while, so I would love to see them do like, you know, a Vegas 2 or you know, like something set in Texas maybe. Hey. You know, or even something like I would like to see like northern Fallout. Like, yeah, I know they're setting the next one in Massachusetts. That's kind of middling. I would like to see something set in like Washington State, or you know, to see like modern, as in like contemporary with the rest of Fallout, Alaska, not just the old Operation Anchorage simulation. Like, I would love to see how that affected, and then post, you know, war, what's Alaska like now, and then have to do like, you know, cold weather survival in Fallout, which is something the series has never seen. Like that, I think would be really cool.
Marcus says, didn't some of their staff get transported to Bethesda? Yes. Some
yeah.
did.
Alright, which of these is superior? 12.6 and some modifiers. Alright, cool. So there we go. What does that thing look like? I don't think the chain is necessary. I think that's purely... That has a meat tenderizer end to it. Hang on. Look at that. That is a meat tenderizer.
Ow.
Oh, man.
Claire says, I would like to see Fallout in another country, like somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool, too. Have we looked at this?
Like Fallout England, or like Germany, or hell, even Russia. Like, to see the state of... I think I brought this up in one of my mod spotlights. That we've never actually received any confirmation whatsoever of the state of Russia, that they acknowledged at one point was still a major contender on the world scene, and then after the war we have no information as to what happened to them.
Miss T says, to pre-tenderize your kills?
Yeah. Or hell, even one set in China, like to see the other side of the war. I think that could get really cool. Sort of a Jade Empire Fallout edition, you know?
Fallout Russia equals Metro 2033.
Pretty much. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on you. That's honestly what it is. Oh god, for a second I thought it froze. Alright, chests. There we go.
A love letter.
Love letter. A note between wealthy paramours.
I want to read that.
Metal kite shield.
I want to read the love letter. Can we?
Codex updated. To what? Oh wait, no. Here we are. It's down here at the. Well, maybe not.
Mari. I feel like I know those names. Pyra says, are we ever told what happened to any countries apart from America and a little of Canada?
Not really. Like, we know that Canada was annexed by the U.S. prior to the dropping of all the atomic weapons. And that...
Misty says, ooh, Jade Empire Fallout Edition. I'd watch you play that.
Yeah, totally.
Like, she's like, I'd watch you play that. Like, I don't even need to play it myself. I'll watch you play it.
The, like, Canada, or not Canada, Alaska was occupied with the Chinese, and then Operation Anchorage pushed them out again. And then it was shortly thereafter that the atomic weapons were dropped. I really don't think any information was given as to the state of any other countries. Like, I'd really wonder as well, like, what the state of South America is, because it's never really implied that South America was annexed by the US, and so I would imagine there were very few tactical targets for atomic weapons there, which means...
I wouldn't necessarily play it myself, but yeah, or you could play the Russian version. I enjoy that too. And Marcus says, well, Raul from New Vegas is from Mexico.
Yeah, so it implies that there are things like there's Dukov in Fallout 3, who's from Russia, and yet we know nothing about where they came from. So, like, South America, like, say, Brazil, Venezuela, you know, as far south, you know, going into, like, central South America, I think very little would have actually, like, affected them. Obviously, they would have received a lot of economic damage because of all their trade partners overseas getting just demolished.
Of course, with
and yet,
so many nuclear things, and there'd be a lot of fallout.
Oh yeah, there would come fallout and nuclear winter, and yet that's still one of the most lush areas that parts of the rainforest already are shadowed at all times of the day anyway, which means you can still grow those crops that are used to living under canopy shadow, even in a nuclear winter scenario. Which means I think a lot of those, like, civilizations would still actually fare very well. So, like, to kind of see that, or to see, like, an Uncharted style approach to Fallout, where you have people with, like, functioning ships and they could, like, go sail to visit these destroyed areas like the US, like, you know, say, you know, Africa or, you know, parts of Asia, and go to try to find these, like, old world pieces of technology to help them, like, rebuild from South America.
Just going off on a huge...
This is all stuff I've thought about, and it's stuff they haven't done.
I know. Buddy says, how about Ireland? My Irish peoples don't get a lot of love.
That'd be cool.
I'd like Ireland. Pyra says, wouldn't be surprised if the cartel is just in full control. And Mexico did get nuked. I'll get on it.
Yeah, like Mexico City, they confirmed got hit.
And Raul's a ghoul, so...
Yeah.
That does imply that Mexico did get nuked.
Well, isn't Mexico still technically North America, though? Yeah. Like, I'm thinking, like, down in...
South America.
Like, the landmass of South America.
Where... Ireland probably wasn't a tactical target, but probably got super incorporated into the EU.
I'd imagine Dublin might have gotten hit. That's about it, though.
We shall venture forth. Can we just get rid of Stan?
Just leave him in the caves.
No, he would take it out on the dwarves, and that wouldn't be fair. Which is why he's staying with our party. We're just never gonna...
By all the beards of my ancestors, how did you... Where did you come from?
That away.
You made a hole in my wall.
Yeah. That hole leads to a tunnel in the Carta's hideout.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, son. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something to do with Jarvia.
Don't you? You didn't know about this.
No. I don't have anything to do with them. They're criminals. When they built this part of the city, they must have built over some tunnels. I swear I have no idea. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm going to tell them you did it.
Mature. Alright then.
How do we get out?
Wait, does this list just lead into the friggin' commons again?
Yes.
Well, at least that's convenient. So...
Let's go talk to...
Where's Harrimont? At his estate, I guess.
Oh dear. I
What?
feel bad. That was the lady, the girl who wants to become a mage. That was her dad. In her dad's shop.
Oh.
Who we've been helping. Whoops.
Well.
We're sorry.
I'll just show myself out.
We're sorry.
Actually, before I do anything.
Save.
Imports. I need to sell stuff.
Yeah. Miss T says they just don't have... so I could see them having a similar situation to South America. They just don't have a lot of presence on the global sphere. And given their very recent and bloody independence from the UK, I could see them getting back in... I can't see them getting back into bed with them again. Well, it's been long enough in the Fallout universe. It's been several hundred years.
It was 200 years, and I mean, if the governments are shattered anyway,
it's not really.
It's not a matter of, you know, resuming old contacts. It's just.
I think he's one of them.
Are you a merchant? Can you? No.
Over him, over there.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Wait, no, you're just. Well, are you?
Yes.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. best in the trade, you know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Bunny says, you know, not a lot of games allow one to select the voice to how one's character would sound like. If I did that, I'd make it Irish chick or German. Yep.
There's a few games that have, not many though.
Mm-hmm.
The reason is because audio files take up a lot of memory.
Yeah.
And
you'd have to get all of the voice actors.
Exactly.
And if you have something that's a dialogue-heavy game,
yeah,
you have to get read versions of all of those lines for every.
Which would take up immense amounts of memory, and it would also tax the production schedule pretty heavily.
Mm-hmm. And Misty goes, "Oh, that's different. Yeah, 200 years, long time."
Yeah.
I didn't know it so far in the future. I just thought it was a divergent storyline from closer to now on our timeline. Nope. It's divergent from the 50s.
It's because the where most of the games take place are in the 2200s.
Marcus asks how your F Konami video is coming along.
I haven't received any suggestions, so I've got like a dozen voices on my list so far. So again, if any of you guys have requests for voice imitations for me to put onto the Fuck Konami video I'm working on.
Would you like a lemon?
No.
Would you like a orange?
I don't want any right now.
Oh, okay. Then it's mine. Whoa. That was worth a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Fallout 1 is in the 2100s, says Pyro.
Was it? Okay.
Remember, we might want to give some of this to our other characters. Do Gordon Freeman.
Oh, I don't know if I can do a Gordon Freeman impression.
You should try.
Actually, wait, no. Gordon Freeman, he doesn't have a voice, because that's the Half-Life character. If you mean Morgan Freeman. I don't know. That's about as close as I can get to Morgan Freeman.
Fuck Konami in the soul.
I do have Sean Connery in there. My line for him is, "Fuck Konami, like Moneypenny."
I got hungry, and they taste good.
Can you like pour them out so we're not getting constant crinkly through the mic?
Yes. That did not go quite as planned.
Oh my God! Shut up!
He is like a mad surfacer dog, say insiders.
What are you doing outside of this dude's front door anyway?
Actually, he said Lord Balin's like a mad dog.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yes,
Carry on.
he is.
Can I?
So you can get off.
My old foe returns. The stairs, that most insurmountable of
Bunny
foes.
says, so it's basically Gordon with his middle fingers up? I have no idea.
What the?
Oh.
I have a thing with you. What's up?
Lordship appreciates your support.
Okay.
It lies.
Hey, friendo. I killed the Carter lady.
I heard the news. Jarvia and her Carter are dead.
All of them.
I suppose it was unrealistic to expect them to surrender.
It was.
Yes.
Let's
see here. It's done. Will you speak with the assembly now?
I have no desire to go back on my word. But when Balin heard the news about Jarvia, he raised the stakes.
How so?
He is forcing a vote in the next 2 days. By law, that prevents the assembly from hearing any other pleas. To help with your troops, I will require your assistance one last time.
How so?
Do you know anything of the Paragon Bronca?
A little. I've heard the name. She disappeared, right?
2 years ago, she took her entire house into the deep roads on a mad quest to uncover ancient secrets.
Right.
No one's heard from her since.
So I've heard.
Were she to return and endorse someone for the throne, the assembly would be honor-bound to accept her wishes.
Cool.
In other words, we need to go find her.
What's the point of an assembly if a celebrity can simply just make the decision for them? If it'll get you the throne, I'll find her. What if she's dead, though?
Her entire house went with her. It will take a lot to kill so many. If not, bringing proof of her death, or a body to return to the stone would still show that as an ancestor, it was my hand she guided to her remains.
Fair enough. All right, I can work with that. Are you sure she would support you as king?
It's hard to say what she would do. She wasn't exactly known for her predictability. She never seemed to like being a paragon. She was devoted to her craft, never cared for politics. But one of the most brilliant minds Orzammar has seen. Bronca hated Darkspawn with a passion.
Likewise.
She would certainly be a valuable voice to support your treaty.
Alright, fair enough.
My men traced Bronca's disappearance to an ancient crossroads known as Carradin's Cross.
Okay.
It is many miles below where we normally venture, but I can provide a map to lead you there.
Sweet.
Okay.
Just enter the deep roads through the mines. Thank you again, and may the ancestors guide your steps.
Thank you.
And yours as well.
Okay, we need to
Alright.
double check our quests, make sure there's nothing left in the city for us to do.
Yeah.
Because I think we have a strength.
Alistair Strong.
Because I think we have mostly deep roads quests. But he says, maybe have the fuck Konami sign on Gordon Freeman's chest. This card says, maybe if that person declines to choose or advocates the decision rights, or if the position isn't filled due to death or if hereditarily too young to be given the choice, then you definitely want to counsel so things don't get hung up. Yeah,
That's true.
That's true. And the king does seem to be the main
Oh, yeah.
and all power. And Marcus says, try Donald Trump.
My point really is less to say that they shouldn't have a council and more to say that they shouldn't just let celebrities make huge decisions like that.
Of course, to them, the Paragon
I
aren't
know,
just
they're
celebrities.
more than just celebrities, I know.
They're like godlike beings. Blessed by the gods. Or something like that. Of course, the whole don't let things get hung up thing isn't working out so well for them, since we're the ones having to do all the work because they're being douches.
Alright, let's see here. Is there seriously nothing else I can do with you?
His lordship appreciates your support.
Alright. Anything left here in the city? That's asking the circle. Look for signs in the deep roads. Look for Orton Tig.
That's also in the deep roads.
Look at Carradin's Cross. And Carradin's Cross. So, nope.
Everything's Carradin's Cross. Or
Clear to proceed.
awesome. Forward!
To victory. Alright, how do I get down there?
Did you know the guy who played Rick Grimes is English?
Is he really? Wow. I'm always really impressed with people who can, put on completely different accents and maintain it seamlessly throughout an entire role. That's just really impressive to me. Like, it was weird for me. I was actually talking about this with her dad a few days ago. I had already watched all 3 of the X-Men movies prior to the revelation that Hugh Jackman, if I recall correctly, I think he's Australian. And I saw him in an interview, and he's speaking with his ordinary voice. Yeah, and I'm just like, that's not the voice I'm used to for you! Stop that!
And Miss T says, and if they really are blessed by the gods, then their judgment would be infallible. That's much better than a group of mortals trying to come to a decision. I suppose so.
Stranger, have you seen a Grey Warden hereabouts?
Nice beard.
I've been privy to the rumor that he, or was that she? Hey, you understand this was many months ago. Was searching for Bronca on Lord Harrimon's own
How do you
command.
know that? We only just got that.
You sound like a drunk, and you have a unique face gen. You're a party member, aren't you?
I am the Grey Warden.
I am the Grey Warden, and that would indeed be she.
Well, if you're the best they got, then standards must have
Excuse
fallen
you.
way down.
You want to go, son?
I suppose that would account for an elf being down here.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Could I ask you a favor?
Not after
you
that
insulted
introduction.
me.
Not after you just insulted me, no.
Stuff your head. I have a bleeding paragon to find.
So do I. Good for you.
I don't have time to worry about your sodding feelings. I'm not saying I should be your first pick for a dance partner at whatever Highness's inaugural ball. But in the deep roads, I'm your man.
Why?
And if you're looking for Bronca, I'm the only one who knows what she was looking for, which might be pretty sodding helpful in finding her.
Why don't you just tell me? Cut to the chase, then. You can come if your info's good.
You should know that Bronco was looking for the Anvil of the Void.
Okay.
The secret to building golems.
Cool.
Which was lost centuries ago.
Creepy.
The smith Carradine built it. And with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the Anvil.
Please go on, Stephen Bloom.
Everyone knows the Anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Bronca planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it.
I already knew
All
that.
she knew was that it was past Carradine's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500
Actually,
years.
we're looking for that Tig for a different reason.
Yeah, I also knew that's where she was going, so...
Alright.
Yeah. Haramon gave me a map. I can get there. I don't need you.
If we're going, let's get moving.
We, Kimasabi?
Bronca's not gonna sodding find herself.
Ay.
Well, we can give him all the shit. Maybe he'll be nicer then.
Yeah, that's true. Alright,
Stan,
well.
you've been replaced!
Al, you're coming. Oh, wait. Never mind. Stan, see ya. You're coming.
What's his name?
What is his name? Ogren.
Okay. Because we have a lot of shit for you. It says, hello! Got no notification that you came on.
Howdy saved. Yeah, it seems
He
like
says
Twitch...
he's in everything, including Diablo 3.
Yeah,
Yep.
Stephen Bloom is just like, he is such a prolific actor. Like, he was in Mass Effect. Of course, everyone knows him as Spike.
I like him.
He's in pretty much every game these days.
I like him in Mass Effect. He's my favorite.
Well, he has such a short role in Mass Effect, though.
Don't care. I like him in Mass Effect anyway. Tush.
Yeah, I guess this will work, because I need the white mage. Alright.
Alright, let's give him his shit and...
Yeah, what you got here, friend? No, I don't want to play as you. I feel like I need a shower. Alright.
He's a drunk. Give him all of the drinks.
Uh-huh. One for the ditch. +1 constitution and 10 physical resistance. That's actually really good.
Yep. Seriously, let's give him all the drinks, all the gifts. Where are the gifts?
Alright, let's see here. Alright, they're just down here. So, it's kind of out of character for me to just shower you with gifts after you were an asshole.
But maybe you'll be nicer to us.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's see. Battlefield Spirit maintains a chill even in direct sunlight, which appears to absorb. Optimal serving is by the drop. Contact with exposed flesh is discouraged, but likely inevitable. Wow!
Give it to him.
Enjoy!
My ancestors, this is a wonderful gift.
He's like, oh my god!
+10! Alright, Alley King's Flagon.
That sounds good.
A monument to the Pot Valiant and appropriately hammered gold. Lack of lid allows for a quick pour. Allows for a quick pour. And more importantly, refill. Never a stale brew, and you facilitate swift consumption. Here you go. Have fun with that. +9.
This is a wonderful gift.
I called this like 3 streams ago that we were gonna get a drunken dwarf as a comrade,
There's
and that's what all this is for. Let's see.
Give him the rune.
Yeah, white rune stone. Here you go. Have fun with that.
It'll do.
+3.
It was +3. That wasn't bad.
Yeah,
There's
that'll
more.
work.
I know there's more.
Yeah. What else we got here?
Legacy white sheer.
Oh yeah, and the Sunblonde vent. There we go. A Teventer brewed for a very discreet clientele, and strong enough to fluster a tranquil. An almost weightless spirit, best served with a powdering of catsbane and a flavor enhancer and antidote. Here, have fun with that. We're just gonna get you smashed, and then go into combat.
That looks fine indeed.
Legacy White Sheer. Peculiar and rare, a single run of the spirit took color in what has optimistically been called flavor from lyrium in the cask's bilge hoop. A sipping whiskey if you value your innards.
Drunken Dwarf Sub be renamed Comrade Drunken.
Comrade Drinky. Alright, is that all of the booze that I have?
Let's start at the top with
have just a bar of gold, have that. Only +1, alright, fine. Yeah, that's it.
We got a lot of... How much is he now?
He's up to +36.
We are approval.
Alright.
We have approval from him.
So, what are you wearing?
Oh my god. I can't believe you just said that.
He doesn't have a hat. Alright, friendo, you need a hat.
Wait. Is that better than our hat? Have we switched hats?
No, I don't need to switch hats because mine is superior.
No.
I'm sorry, your hair looks cooler than that, but oh well.
Tarda says,
Wow.
his booze for blood.
pretty much all of his stuff is majorly superior to this.
Well, that's because
except for that.
we
Well,
just got him.
do I like the look of this better? Because that's what's going to decide this. Yeah, you can keep yours. Alright then.
What about weapon?
Good question.
I can't believe you got him drunk before combat. Hey, he might be one of the drunken master types.
Holy
you never know.
crap, he's strong. He can actually use the fancy greatsword.
Get him the fancy greatsword.
And he's a two-hander, so... Here you go, friendo!
Yeah.
Alright, do you have an alternate loadout? You do not. I don't have an extra bow, though, so this will just have to do. Alright, let's have a look at that thing. Holy crap! Look at that! That's like the Witch King's sword!
I like it.
Alright.
Approve.
Well, let's roll!
Let's go, guys.
Hey, guy.
Be careful out there.
Will do.
Yes, sir.
See ya.
We're gonna kill some shit. Oh, and remember to push the button every now and then. For the...
Whoa. Oh. Oh my. This is an entirely underworld map, essentially.
So
why is there a dragon? Oh god. There's a golem. That looks
That's
like...
because the deep spawn come from here. The dark spawn come from below ground.
Oh,
Which is
yeah.
why there would be dragons.
Right.
I'm assuming we need to go towards the golem thing.
Probably.
Let's
Alright,
start with that.
What is this? This is where we are, right? Yeah, okay. So,
Let's
a
start
Dukan Tig. Once home to Orzamar's most powerful clan, this Tig's loss was a great blow to the dwarves. And then there's Cardin's Cross.
I
So
think we
Crossroads
should go
was
to
in
the
deep
other
road.
guy.
Yeah, we'll start with this one.
Yep.
I'm always that guy in RPGs, just like, the game wants me to do something, so I'm gonna do everything else first!
Well, honestly, yeah, because you never know when you might get the chance to go back.
Yeah, exactly.
And Bunny says, "Don't worry, guys. I got this." Pulls out minigun, kills everyone. I told you I got it. And she's like, pretty much. It nearly clips through the ground on him.
The Mines of Moria.
Miss T's like, this sounds like my kind of place. I know, right?
Jeez. I think this is a large enough cave to keep even Miss T from feeling like the ceiling is gonna cave in on her.
Yep. I love this already.
Can I even go that way? No, I cannot!
Don't go that way.
Okay, then.
Everybody, this way.
Into the mines!
I approve.
Lord of the Rings reference is off the charts,
I
just
approve.
so you know.
Come here. Come here.
I can't.
You're leaving me hanging.
Oh.
How dare you?
That doesn't look human.
It's not.
Or it has horns. Bow. Holy crap, can I hit it from here? Dude!
What was that?
Genlock Emissary.
Oh, it's one of those.
Get Shrek'd, Magey! Alright, let's pinning shot you. Doink! Alright. Wow, you just charged straight through everyone else to get to me. Ah! What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Stop it! Stop it! I need an adult! Oh god, I'm almost dead. Whew, that was close. Oh crap, I am dead. Damn. We'll play as this guy. Alright. Oh.
Oh.
We do work well together, because everything's dead. Sweet. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
I heard a growl.
I did too. Loot everything first, then we can find out about the growl.
Yeah.
Now's better than
Alright, what you got, Genlock friendo? Topaz, cool, having that. Oh. Well, that looks like the blades from Oblivion. It really does.
That's...
Fractured stone. Lifestone, I never used those.
The last character you played as is now your enemy. How screwed are you?
Well, that depends. Is it a one-on-one fight, or does she get her whole party?
Marcus says, I got Trevor Phillips from GTA 5.
You are screwed if Trevor's your enemy. Alright,
I
Genlock
returned.
down.
Says Noah. Now with 20% more burned roof of mouth. Marcus says one-on-one.
One-on-one, I don't know, like...
She has all her weapons and armor without a problem.
Yeah, because I lack actual functional armor and such. I do have some swords, and with my martial arts experience, I might
Are those
contend.
growls coming from these things?
I think they are.
This is horrifying.
Plus, there's also the question that, like, I always ask of people that, like, well, who would win, like Batman or Superman? Like, are they allowed preparation and/or ambush tactics, or is it just like put them in a pit and say fight?
Pyro says, well, if Kid has a gun, I think he wins.
Actually, I don't. Fun facts.
Nope, my dad does.
Yeah, our family does. I don't actually own one myself, though. Yet. I will.
No, it says, consider the following. You have firearms.
I have access to them, at least. I don't necessarily technically own them myself. And you can bet, once I do start making enough to... because I have my priorities straight. You know, first, afford, you know, apartment and/or home, living wages, bills, groceries, all that. And then once I've got expendable income...
Misty says, yeah, I'd be alright. She was playing Trove.
my collection of firearms shall start. And I'll probably end up featuring videos on, like, my first impressions of them the first time I take them to a range. Just to kind of, like, amateur review some of the platforms I end up purchasing.
Let's see some blood.
Alright.
Loot all the things.
And in case anyone's wondering, as far as like what my taste in firearms will end up, I am...
All of them?
Well, I'm actually kind of picky about them, really.
I know.
I really want to start collecting...
Misty says, actually, no, I was playing Minecraft. My Minecraft carry isn't really all that martially advanced. My Trove carry is a boss.
Bag of limbs?
Marcus says, I own 2 guns. Remington 308 bolt and Russian over under 12 gauge.
Oh, nice.
And I would still be dead. Yeah. I mean, GTA.
Yeah. Trevor's kind of a psycho, so...
Is that any good?
It's just steel.
No. I'll get on
yeah, I plan on... Oh, that was a gift.
What was it?
Starting to collect... There's a black runestone.
Ooh.
I plan on starting to collect World War II era weapons. Like, I want to get a 1911, preferably, like, for any sort of carry, not like an original... Like, I want to get a modern 1911 for me. I do want to start collecting stuff like M1 Garand.
I want that one. I was about to say that one. That's my first one that I really, 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 really want.
Yeah, a K98. Like, one of my grail guns, because I've got like 2 or 3, on top of the Dan Wesson PPC revolver, I really, really eventually want to get my hands on an old FN-49. It's one of the, it kind of makes me like a gun hipster. It's one of these rare, obscure gun. It's one that FN Herstal was working on and was ready to start producing just prior to the German invasion, you know, in World War II. And had the FN-49 gone to market just a few months prior to that invasion, World War II could have gone completely differently, because it was a rifle that is, to this day, compared in some cases favorably to the M1 Garand, which many people who study infantry say was pretty much a war winner as far as infantry engagements are concerned. And it was introduced nearly a decade earlier. And so it just... It's one of those, you know, could-have-been sort of weapons that it only really saw a lot of use in Egypt, actually, after World War II. It was in the early 50s. FN Herstal kind of, like, conned the Egyptian, I forget if it was king or president or whatever at the time, into a full run of them, and it was actually a good weapon. And then it got replaced a few years later with a really shit weapon. And every review I've ever seen of it is very complimentary of the FN-49, and it's, for one, it's a gorgeous weapon. So, it's one of those that I really want to get at some point.
Do you want me to catch up now?
Okay.
After you've gone off on your tangent.
Oh, God.
Do not go off on your tangent again. I'm still talking about guns. You're not allowed, okay? Deal? I know. Deal?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Noah says, You got to get a Galil at some point, and I am 0 counts because no fun, state and minor. MAS 4956 though.
Yeah, I might get one of those.
And Miss T says, if it was Trove, I'd be very dead. And Buddy says, also, I was able to get Blood Rain Betrayal for $1.
Yeah, these days, that's a fair price.
Yeah. Marcus says, I'm actually planning to start collecting firearms as well, though I need to move out of Finland because our gun laws are slowly creeping towards English laws.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. This is a very open cave. Whoop. I alerted somebody. Whatever. Start firing. Apparently, at some point, I turned into one hell of an archer.
Yep. Well, we also have our freaking badass bows.
Yeah, I do. I've got like this legendary bow. Oh, that goes to right where we were a minute ago. Okay. Oh, hi. What's up, friendo? Alright, switching to melee.
Close enough.
Yeah.
No, this is honestly my grail gun is Galil 308.
Galils are some stylish weapons.
Tyra says, did you know that out of the 3 different types of revolver used by the British, French, and so forth during the World War I, all were referred to as the Mark I?
Really?
You can imagine the difficulty in getting parts.
Yeah. I imagine that would have affected supply lines pretty poorly. Because of, the whole military adage, any message that can be misunderstood will be.
Marcus says, what does it take to move to the U.S.? Well, first off, if you want to be a citizen, that takes a much longer time.
Yeah,
you
moving...
can, however, get a visa.
Yeah.
You need a visa and or a green card. A visa is temporary. A green card is permanent resident status.
Yeah. Like her mom, because she's a Norwegian immigrant, has a green card. A lot of people come here on work visas and then get a green card if they figure out whether or not they like it, to stay here. Like gaining citizenship is, in my humble opinion,
inordinately difficult.
Yeah, it is unreasonably difficult. It requires a lot of paperwork and it's very selective. There are a lot of stages, kind of like getting, ironically in some states, firearm permits. There's a lot of stages at which people without, I think, adequate qualifications to make the call can simply say, nah, I don't feel like letting this paperwork go through, and they can just shut down your application just because they feel like it. Whether it's personal bias, political bias, racism, whatever, they can just say, nah. And I don't like that. Like, this is the one part where I'll get semi-political. It's just because I don't think it's really bipartisan at all. It's just a general thing. Like, I don't like how bureaucratic the process is. I think it should be, if you can pass this test of, basic citizenship knowledge that we expect of every citizen, and you can pay a small fee, a reasonable one that simply says, this is what it covers the cost to get this processed, not to make a profit on, then I think that's all it should really take. And of course, obviously, like, background check. Like, we don't want to let, like, cartel members suddenly come over and get citizenship. Like, if you would be a felon if you were here, nah, sorry, no citizenship for you. Other than that, though, I think it's reasonable to just kind of say, because if we're supposed to end up, the American melting pot where everyone is welcome, I think we should act like it. Yeah. I don't think that's unreasonable to say.
No, it says one of my family members has lived here for several years and only fairly recently got citizenship. He's been here since before I was born.
Yeah, like, it's hard to get citizenship.
Time, but also you have to understand that if you don't get it started right away, it's going to take even longer.
Yeah.
Like, if you just come here and expect, I'll put in for citizenship at some point. No, get it done right away if you think you want to become a citizen, because otherwise it will take forever.
Yeah, it drags on a lot.
And Bunny says, I quit rage quit Blood Rain to catch the stream, and also because the platforming section level 8 because rockets.
Yeah, Blood Rain didn't age very well, in my opinion.
And Marcus says Galil equals sexy.
Dude, I can, like, snipe now. This is crazy.
Come on, docs.
What the? Oh. Oh god, where did they come from? Sweet. Whoa, some of these have different markings. Weird. I wonder if that's like male and female. Like the males might have more markings because, you know, that's how nature usually is.
Did we get any loot from them?
Not really.
They're not even worth buy. I don't like that.
Is this where I came from? I think this is where I came from. Oh no, this is another side of this game. Oh, there's nothing here. I was hoping at least for like a hidden chest or something. Alright. Do a quick save. This is conspicuously well lit.
That's because there's gonna be...
Like lava.
Yeah.
I can hear that low rumble. Whoa!
Okay.
Oh! Hi there, spooky lamprey monsters. Could you not, with the whole existing thing, could you just maybe not? Owie. Stab it! Stab it in the spine! Its creepy, glowy spine! Yeah. Well, speaking of crates... Fire arrows! Not that I think those will do a lot to anything down here.
Alright, alright.
Money. Are all of these just... Ooh, lyric dust. Hello.
That's probably useful.
Maybe I should check those little stones. I thought they were all going to end up life stones. Now I kind of regret not checking all of those. Oh well. A little late now. I can at least come check this one. What are you?
Bunny says, I still have the first 2 games on the PS2. Now to get them on my PC and my life is complete. Empire says, did you know that Jack and Daxter, the precursor legacy on the PS2, is the first game to have no loading screens?
Really?
I did not know that.
I did not know that.
Noah says, you never know someone until you find out their grail guns.
Yeah, for me, at this point, it really is the Dan Wesson PPC and the FN49.
I still really want my Grand.
Yeah, no, she like, is chomping at the bit to get an M1 Garand.
I want it so bad.
My cousin out in El Paso, he had one, and we got to shoot it at a range. And I really enjoyed it. Like, it fires a 30-06, which is a heavy round, and yet the rifle itself is very heavy, so you don't feel much of the recoil. It was a very comfortable rifle to shoot. The K98, on the other hand, was a very lightweight rifle, but oh man, the kick of those rounds. Like, my shoulder hurt after firing the K98.
Mm-hmm. That's why I didn't do that one.
What? Eh!
Let's see what you're made of.
Soft says, Grant guns are pretty dead, yo. Mine's either Russ view? I don't know. Something... I don't know. Something foul or an old-ass AR-10.
Nice.
Also, apologies for not being super duper active.
Sounds better than
That's all good, man.
And he says, I love the lever action rifles. That and the Tommy gun.
Yeah, I think it's, what is it, the 1897 lever action? Was that the one that was sold in rather large numbers to Russia? I feel like I have the year wrong. There was a lever action rifle, I think it was Winchester, that pre-World War I actually sold a pretty significant shipment of them to Russia. And so there were actually, in World War I, some Russian cavalry regiments using Winchester lever action. To me, that's just a really interesting visual.
Noah says, gonna be honest, I don't love the Garand because if you're gonna go recoil heavy and big, you might as well go PAR. But it's not that recoil heavy, I didn't think.
Yeah, firing it, it was actually very comfortable.
It was a very comfortable one, I thought. Heavy enough not to be gonna kill your shoulder, but light enough to not be a pain to hold. But maybe that's just me, I don't know. It is, and it has the ping. I'm sorry, the ping wins it all.
Plus, alrighty, have a good one. Alright, there we go. do kind of wish that they made more Colt monitors, because if I recall correctly, those were only ever really made for the FBI. They were a carbine version of the BAR that I think would have actually ended up very popular and effective with airborne troops. I don't think they were ever issued to them, unless I'm mistaken. I think it was only the FBI that ever used them, though. Oh crap, I got injured.
Marcus says, well, I got a clean record, criminal and army, and more than willing to carry my weight. Also, I'm writing a book, an actual book, and trying to kick off my author's career. When I searched info on how to get a green card, I read from somewhere that American politics are encouraging talented minds to move to America.
They are.
They are.
It sounds like with your background, it would go well for you. Like, I can't speak with any, like, official authority or anything. It's just from what I've seen of those who do get accepted versus those who don't. It sounds like it would go pretty well. Oh, wait, here we go. Let's get him. Oh, he can't use it. He needs more dexterity. Damn. So, if you do end up going through the process of application, I wish you all the luck.
No, it says, yeah, you sound like the person who'd be fairly welcome in America, and you know at least written English and likely spoken, so that's great.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're able to converse with us this easily and readily in chat here, it means you've probably got more of a handle on English than many Americans. Like, there's a funny thing that I've noticed amongst, you know, some people that have, you know, looked into, like, the reasonability of the current citizenship tests. And it's like, you know, let's take average Americans and have them take the citizenship test. How would they fare? A lot of normal Americans can't pass the damn thing. So
it's ridiculous.
It just proves how inordinately, like, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Bunny says, which means Kim Kardashian and Kanye West need to go. The stupidity offends me. And Marcus says, well, nonetheless, you just gave me a hell of a morale boost. Thank you for that.
I appreciate it, man. Glad to help.
It is the truth, as Noah says.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not lying to you. I'm just telling you what I know of the way the system works, and it sounds like it would work in your favor, so. Is this creep? Oh, this is a Duke and Tig. Like, this is it. Huh.
Let's see if there's any. Can we go inside any of these?
No, they're all locked up. What is that? Fractured stone.
You're good. Excellent.
Alright, let me come check this little stone pile real quick. Anything I want in here? Nope. Alright. Yeah, quick save. There we go.
So the stories about a backwards schooling system in the U.S. is true? Oh, yeah. It's gotten
it's
worse in recent years because people who don't understand how to teach and...
Common Core is a disaster. The issue is, like, it's very much not all schools are created equal. Like, she and I were each lucky enough to have gone to respectably, you know, decent schools. My stepbrothers, on the other hand, they went to a school, you know, like, nearby, and our educations were in no realm comparable. Like, just, you know, with the virtue of living in a different town, I ended up with a much, much more valuable education than they did, and I don't think that's indicative of a well-conceived education system here in the States. And I think a lot of it, as weird as it is to say that they're not all of the same quality, you know, that makes it seem as though we should have, like, common features and stuff. And to a degree, I think so. It's just you can't necessarily teach exactly the same way, you know, and the exact same curriculum in different places. And so many schools are focused so much more upon just teaching kids how to pass tests than actually teaching them, you know, functional working information that they can apply later in life. Like, she was fortunate in that she had a class that, I think what was an accounting class?
Yeah.
That actually taught them things like how to balance a checkbook, how to apply for loans and things.
Unfortunately, it was purely...
That was just the teacher teaching it.
It was only the teacher teaching it, and you had to choose to take that class.
Yeah, it was an elective.
I chose to take it because it seemed easy enough and something that was useful. I was just trying to fill in my schedule.
We don't have, common education like how to function as an adult in normal society that, oh yeah, high school is supposed to prepare you for.
Yep.
We don't have that.
No, it's just the thing is standardization programs have dumbed a lot of things down. They
Exactly.
Really
That's the problem.
And instead of inspiring people to get better, they've just essentially told people it's not worth trying.
Yeah.
Just get to this level because everybody else is going to dumb it down anyway.
Yep.
And it's not conducive. And Bunny says, speaking of English, I can't stand people that use the word like after every word. It's annoying and proves to me that they did not pay attention in school. Noah says, just insta-kill the Stug 3 in World of Tanks, no less.
Nice. Alright, it looks like I missed something here in this area.
Yeah, I bet we did. Pyro says, don't American schools teach the creation due to the argument that it's the theory of evolution, and they should teach the theory of creation, even though theory in scientific terms means that it's a fact? No, most
some
of
do,
them,
some don't.
Most schools, even in southern states, will teach evolution.
Yeah, like at least the one that I went to, it taught evolution as fact, but also presented that there's the creation theory as well. It also taught the theory of intelligent design. Like those were presented. The one that was pretty much presented as fact, though, was evolution.
Yeah, the funny thing is,
not all schools
I'm down
approach
here
it that
in
way.
Houston, and this is not what I would call a democratic city.
Nah, it's really not.
And I was not even taught creation. Creationism wasn't touched on at all in my science classes. None of it whatsoever. So it's one of those things where you might think a lot of them would teach creationism instead of evolution, but that's blown way out of proportion.
Yeah, that's
by
just
Democrats.
headlines talking.
It's the Democrats who want to think that we're all this stupid if you're a Republican, and it's also headliners. Stupid things make good headlines.
Oh yeah. You cannot trust any headlines from American news sources.
No.
Like, we have to look to, like, English news sources to get somewhat uncolored, unbiased.
But that only works for world events.
Yeah.
Because they have extremely biased versions
Oh, yes.
of US events. That I'm just
like,
where did that happen? Because I don't remember that
To get a semi-clear vision of any news story affecting the U.S., you have to look at multiple sources and, like, compare and read between the lines. Which is a sad state of affairs.
So I
It
don't
just
think
is
all
what it is.
southern
Yeah.
schools are slavery didn't happen, evolution is a lie tastic as usual. They're not. Most of them aren't.
No, most are not.
Most of them consider slavery, it was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we teach that it was a thing. It's the really stupid hicks that say that it's not, and they aren't running the schools.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, the idea that we don't teach that is...
Although the recent run of Texan textbooks did reword things to make it sound like they were just workers. However, in practice, I can just about guarantee you, any teacher
teaches it that
is
way.
gonna compare and be like, yeah, by the way, the text doesn't get this quite right. Yeah, it was slavery. Like, it wasn't just work. Like,
All
teachers are gonna clarify.
Are going to teach that. And Marcus says, geez, we don't have any of that in our schools. No standardization tests, nothing. And our education is free, paid by the government. Only things we pay for are books. Technically, that is the way it is from kindergarten through...
For public schools, that's how it is here.
For public schools.
Colleges are not
You don't even have
free
to pay for books, usually, with that. You do have to pay if you screw up your books.
Yeah. I'm, like, lost. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, no, that's walled off. Where in the hell do I go?
The whole Scottish school system is the same everywhere in Scotland. No, it says even BBC has been discredited on some subjects. The best thing to do is read 4 headlines and average the wording.
And the other
Mostly what I do is I read multiple articles from different news sources on the same thing, because if you take the things they have in common, that's the closest you're going to get to truth.
Yeah, and in very, very, mind you, mild defense of the way that our education system currently works, as far as how one could approach a way to fix it, because it does need to get fixed, don't get me wrong. It's just a challenging thing to fix, because when you compare the U.S. education system to those of other countries, an important thing to remember is that many of those other countries are much smaller than the U.S. The population is much less spread apart. Yeah, much less spread apart, a little more dense in terms of how many people are clustered together, and the simple number of people is much less. You know, and when comparing things like, you know, Scotland, Sweden, Norway, places with incredible education, the U.S. has simply more people, and we're more spread out. And there are sort of some somewhat viable cultural divides amongst the different regions of the U.S.
Yep.
And so you can't necessarily teach the same way in some of those places. And some places need more perspective. Like, obviously, here teaching in Texas, we were taught a lot of the unique history of Texas that has, you know, my little bit of pride here for Texas. We have somewhat more unique history than some of the other states because Texas was once its own country, and there were some pretty significant conflicts that went on in the territory that was Texas, you know, with Mexico, and some, like, you know, central United States didn't really have that. And so we were taught a little bit more of a local-centric history than some other states are. And I think that's a relevant thing. Like, this history is relevant to the people that live here. Like, you wouldn't necessarily teach Texan history to someone from Utah. You would instead teach more of the history that's relevant to that area. And so that's where I think standardization goes wrong, because it doesn't account for localization of such a widespread population and a simply high number of people. So, speaking of education, I would love if something were to educate me as to where the hell I'm supposed to go.
I think maybe we're done here. Unless there are pockets
I
we
haven't,
haven't
like, found anything, though.
Maybe we have to
I feel like maybe I have to come back and one of these blocks is going to be gone.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the cross cairn.
Yeah. Because I've cleared this place out. There is nothing left here.
Yeah.
So, like, it's something that, on the one hand, I recognize it needs to get fixed, and yet on the other, I can also sympathize somewhat with those that are kind of flustered about the concept of fixing it, because where do you start? I mean, it needs to get worked on. It's just the process of doing so is kind of an overwhelming one.
Maybe America is just too big a country as is.
I don't know. I mean, there are some large countries that function, you know, fairly well, and yet many of those that are comparable to the U.S. in size are places like Russia, China, where there's a lot to criticize there. So, I mean, who knows? Oh wait, there's a path leading over this way. I didn't even know. Oh wait, no, there's not. That's a wall. So, I mean, there is some interesting, you know, sociological questions of, do we reach a point at which, you know, it becomes, you know, a little too labor intensive, you know, for a system like that to work? And really, I don't think there's a clean answer to that question. I think it's just something that we haven't really run across historically yet, and we're still kind of scrambling to keep up with our own expansion and modernization. So, again, it's an interesting question with very little clear answer.
I can't believe Harrowmont actually tracked this place down.
Stop.
This used to be one of the biggest crossroads in the old empire.
Then why would it be hard to track down?
You could get anywhere from here, including Orton Tig.
Okay. Why is it so hard then? See any sign of Bronca?
Not a one. But trust me, we will once we're on the path to the old Orton Tig. She was going to Carradin's home.
Uh-huh. So, what's so important about Orton Tig?
It's the home of Carradin.
Right.
The paragon who made the anvil.
Okay.
He was an Orton before he founded his own house. And even then, he spent most of his time in their Tig.
Gotcha.
Bronca figured it was the best guess for where the anvil was located.
Fair enough. Do you know anything else about the anvil?
No one but Carradin ever really knew more than it had some kind of stone-blessed power.
Okay.
Every golem who ever ranged across the Empire was hammered on the steel of that anvil. But no one ever knew exactly how they were made.
Of course.
Bronca was sure she could find out.
She was so good at...
Yeah, she was like a crafting savant.
So if anyone could, it would have been her.
So, you know where to go from here?
Aye. Bronca dug up some maps of the ancient empire.
Sweet.
It's a little tough to tell with so much of it collapsed now. But near as I can figure, we're on the right path to Orton Tig.
Cool. Great. Let's go.
I've been waiting for someone to say that for 2 sodding years.
You're really fond of that word.
Well, so he's been wanting to go after her since she left.
Mm-hmm. What's that? Road marker. Who are you? Hired goon. Yeah, okay.
We should read the road marker.
Yeah, let me save real quick.
When you look at the whole dwarf lore of Dragon Age, Carradine sacrificed the safety of his people so he could have a clean conscience.
Interesting. What do you say? Do you say anything? Nope, you're just a marker. Alright, apparently I have to talk to you.
Well, look what we have here.
Can I steal your armor?
A couple of Haramon's little lackeys.
Yep.
Let's show him who's king.
Why couldn't I just open fire on you from a distance?
Because we didn't know it was them. I don't like this dude.
Seriously, this does not legitimize him. At least this isn't in the middle of the city. And this they could just write off as, well, they went into the deep roads and never returned. Stab him in the spine.
Because if the Dwarves could still make columns, they would probably have wiped out the Darkspawn. Yeah.
Sup, mage lady? Stab.
And he doesn't even...
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Okay. Do you have anything? Looks like the gore decals are acting up again. Dang, she had 46 silver.
She's a merc.
Care to partake of Ogren's fine home brew? The drink of the gods.
Ale, is it? And I hope it's brewed hygienically?
I wouldn't count on it.
Of course. I may not know clean from a beggar's ass when it comes to most things, but I don't mess around with my ale.
Very well, let's have a taste.
Well, what do you think?
Very nice.
You like it? Well, I never...
Attractive amber color, nutty flavor, slightly sweet, just a hint of toastiness. There's some spice to it I'm finding hard to place.
Yes?
Is it cloves?
Cloves! By the
I love
throne,
this.
You're a lady after my own heart. If I weren't buckled in this armor, I'd take you around the corner and, well, you know...
Give me more ale.
Definitely.
Yeah, that.
That was hilarious. Well, we know when his, before.
She's a well-traveled lady.
Yep. Marcus says, about my book, if I actually get it published, would you like me to send you a copy?
Absolutely,
Started as a
man.
Fallout fanfic, but I decided to redo the whole thing as its own story, not connected to the Fallout in any ways other than the post-apocalyptic setting.
Cool.
Yes!
That sounds exactly like something I would like to read.
We.
Yeah.
We, as in two of us.
Yeah.
As in we would both read it, not just him.
Absolutely, man.
Yes.
I'll get on it.
Grabby hands. I would love a copy of that.
Whoa.
Sign it, please.
Hi there, friendos.
I like the way that sounds, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
That sounds really cool.
That's the kind of stuff like I wanted to read when I was in all of my workshop classes in college, because I don't know if I've mentioned this recently, so you may not know. I got my degree in English, specifically in creative writing. So that's exactly the kind of thing that I'm very interested in.
He says he'll send us 2 copies. You don't have to send us 2.
I mean, we're married and we live
We're
together,
married,
so...
we live together. But I want at least 1 copy, preferably signed. So that when you get big, we can be all like, ha! I have a copy. Signed copy.
Well, hi there.
Now I want us to discuss this thing.
Oh yeah, the AR-57. It's an interesting concept. It just... The lack of a magazine on that receiver still looks weird to my eyes. Still though, the idea of normalizing 5.7 a little more is kind of interesting. It would only really prove effective against, you know, foes that are wearing ballistic armor. Against other targets, I think it would end up less effectual than even 5.56, simply because of the size of the round. Or not necessarily the size, I guess, what am I thinking of? Like the shape.
Something on fire.
Yep. Because, I mean, the long and short of it is 5.7 is expressly an armor-piercing round, and against an unarmored target, that means it's just going to pass right through and make a very small hole. Ow! Could you not?
I think I might have a problem.
Eh?
I don't think I have internet right now.
That's not good. I didn't hear the ding that usually signifies my loss of stream.
But none of my web pages are loading. And I'm playing with my little T-Rex jumpy game.
Large dark shield. Well, if need be, I'll tab in a second and check chat and see how.
Yeah, unable to connect to chat.
Huh. Alright, give me a second.
So I can't connect to Giant in the Playground or PG Now and Twitch.
Yeah, okay, so your connection dropped off. Let me just loot all of these and then I'll check and make sure I still have connection. I didn't hear the ding. Sometimes it doesn't make it though.
You probably still have it because you're hardwired in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are y'all still fighting something? Yep. Come on, guys.
We want to loot things.
Oh my.
What is that?
Herlock Alpha. Charmer. Alright, take out this trap first, just so I don't wander into it. There we go. Alright, come on. Stab him.
Oh, we've got 2 people down.
Stab him.
It's just us now.
Oh, those guys just came out of nowhere. Fantastic. Al, let's do this. Actually, Al, like, hold this now. Okay, pull this again.
Okay, it's back.
Alright, cool. So if you guys said anything in the last minute or so, repost, because we might have missed it.
Marcus says, it's set in Colorado and borrows some swear ideas, mainly from with about 3, but also from the 5. And I will sign it, don't you?
Nice.
Also, I'm aiming to fill it with descriptions of weapons and characters used. After all, I'm fun to find weapons.
Aren't we all in this community? At least most of us, anyway.
Pretty much.
And those who aren't, well, they at least understand the rest of us.
No, it says here, I think 5.7 space this year, a lack of market. Those criminals with their body armor and a lack of platform. Previously, only the P90 and 5.7 used it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's not 5.7, it's 5.7?
Yeah, it's 5.7. Ah, crap, no! Well, that was the first kill I've had this whole time.
We actually have done pretty well for...
Yeah. Alright, when was my last save?
I don't know, and I'm scared. And it's 9 o'clock and I'm getting hungry.
It wasn't a long time ago, it was...
I hope it wasn't.
Alright, it was right before I fought this guy, so not very far. Alright. Seriously, why can't I just open fire from here?
Well, look.
Yeah.
Let's show them who's king, not you.
Let's show them we don't care about our own damn governmental process. That's definitely qualities of the representatives of anyone fit to be king, right?
No one wants to discuss Russia's new service handgun.
They have a new one? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I only see like one post about those. They look like they'd be really comfortable to shoot. Like, I'm a fan of the aesthetics, at least. If nothing else. I assume it's,
Pyro says, reminds me of the pistol from Titanfall.
Kinda, yeah.
You're asking me if I have a relationship with my brother, aren't you?
Yes. I wonder what he thought of you.
I don't think he cared much about my existence. I didn't mean anything to him. Anyway, to answer your original question, no. We never spoke. Well, maybe once. Marek and Kaylin had come to Redcliffe to visit the Arl. I was very young then. We were introduced. I believe I said, "Greetings, Your Highness." He said, "Ooh, swords," and ran off to the armory. So, yes, that was the extent of our relationship. We drifted apart after that. Very sad.
Sarcasm is,
Definitely his emotional defense mechanism.
Yep. I'm sad that we didn't get the win thing. We didn't get their flirt.
I'm sure it'll happen later.
I liked that. That amused me. It amused me greatly.
You know what? I think I'm going to check this corridor now. Actually, first, I'm going to save, so I don't have to fight those assholes again. Okay, anything important hereabouts? What the hell? Oh, Come here. Come here. Stop running. I know you're leading me into a trap. I know it. Die. Come here. Stop it. Stop it.
Here comes the trap.
Uh-huh. I figured. Alright. Let's just kill you all. They have us surrounded. Poor bastards. Now we can slash in any direction.
So no one wants us to discuss this. Not sure what it is.
Is that one of those weird SVD prototypes? I think that's what that was. Yeah, a lot of the SVD prototypes were kind of hideous.
Pyre says if sarcasm was like the Force, Alistair would be a Jedi Master. Yes. And I like the fact that he says he's not ready for a sexual relationship when he's not ready. What is that for?
There's a head of some demonic creature in this sack. Creepy.
Codex updated.
What? Borax, Dwarven
We should do the the check thing.
The ritual was very specific, as such things probably should be. Torso, head, and limbs spread amongst the deep roads to prevent the creature from returning. Looks like they died during the cutting, but we can fulfill the last part in their stead. I'm not familiar with elven ritual. Why would I be? But it seems pretty straightforward. Shaper Axis scribbled in the corner. Never even saw the thing. Bet a sword would take care of it. Sod it, this bag of legs. A torn ritual page of indeterminate origin. The body rendered to its separate parts, spread wide such that no life is witnessed, no heartbeat detected. In this way, the beast can remain for an age, as knowledge passes and pursuers live out their lives. Scribbled in the corner. I was wrong, not elven. Hunters didn't kill it. It allowed this? Keep the pieces apart, I guess, away from the heart. We're gonna reconstruct this damn thing, aren't we?
And then kill it.
I mean, is that, like, natural light?
No idea.
I'll get on it.
I guess we could just give it a final death. Still, this doesn't seem smart to me. Yeah, that's natural light.
I'm going with final death because otherwise it could come back.
Yeah.
Better to kill it. Okay, so stuff to catch up on. Noah says, yes sir, Dragunov prototype. Hideous? What? It's awesome! No sarcasm. Marcus says, can I ask your opinion? One of the characters is a young woman with not much experience in weapons who's going to use a Beretta 92FS as her sidearm. So I would like to have your opinion on her climate. M1 carbine or Ruger Mini 14?
Depends on her background. If she comes from sort of a rural background, I would say Mini 14, because those are pretty common as, like, you know, varmint rifles or as, you know, target practice, range rifles. A lot of people own Mini 14s. Not nearly so many own M1 carbines. So, for the sheer sake of commonality and why she would necessarily have, much less have some proficiency with the weapon, I would say Mini 14.
No, it says, from little I know, Mini 14. It can fire 5.56 with America's most common cartridges and has good standard reliability.
Yeah.
Haven't had hands on, but Ken should have it 5. Tyra says, would you like to know how golems are made?
Sure. I assume there's some soul binding involved.
I'm wondering if this thing was golem that we're re-putting together.
That's possible.
Like, golems are actually flesh golems, maybe? I don't know. I have no idea.
And a note on the Mini 14 thing. I haven't shot one myself, however, my best friend owns one, and he loves the damn thing. Like, it's his favorite to hunt hogs with, so.
And it says, knowing the origins of golems are Jewish solar magic.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, wait. For a second, I couldn't make out the Jewish word in there. I was just kind of nodded along, and I heard soul, and thought,
So
yeah,
solar?
never mind. Yeah.
It's Jewish solar magic. You didn't know that?
The solar Jew conspiracy. Will the ridiculousness ever end?
Marcus says, I think I know what to do now. Thanks.
Much appreciated, man. Glad you value any input I can give. I mean, I'm just some random Texan dude with a writing degree. I'm not that qualified to make great decisions.
No, it says the solar Jew.
I just laugh every time I hear that conspiracy, because wow. Oh, hi. Can I ride you?
I don't think so.
Yes, Goku, I'm a goddamn green dinosaur.
I'm actually fairly certain that that's going to try and kill you.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's not a tank one.
Yeah, you're not. I'm gonna shoot ya. Yep. 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 This seems like a poor idea. Dirty fighting! Stun it! Oh god, it actually worked. Stab it! Holy crap, I killed it. Alright, this guy's getting wrecked. There we go. Good god, that massive blood decal. Ah, crap. Alright, let's engage these guys at range. Ah, come on, stop missing. We got Win here as artillery, and I can keep up consistent damage. That arbalist firing right at the camera is kind of freaking me out.
Harris says golems are made with either a suit of stone or metal armor, and it forms so places the suit of armor where the rest of the suit is built around them. When the suit is finished, molten lyrium is poured into the eye holes to bind the dwarf to the suit.
Jeez. So it's kind of soul binding.
Because they killed the
right.
Even though, like, it's molten lyrium.
Yeah.
Like, even
if they're resistant to it, like, it's still molten.
Yeah. But because
that's
magic, it keeps the soul in it, then...
That's pretty grim. Alright. Now that that's sorted, what have you lot got in your pockets? Garnet, having that. Alright, so one of these days I do need to track back to that other area.
Alright.
More acidic coating. I never use that stuff. That's quick save. What the frick? Oh, and I also see a schmuck. Come here. What is he doing?
Marcus, for the record, the fact that you like firearms as much as I do is the reason I started to follow you. Because in the Stalker series, after you talk about the SIG rifle you picked up, the Master Slayer.
SIG 551, the Master Slayer.
I'll get on it.
Yeah, it's funny too, because I know more about firearms now, like even though it wasn't that long ago that I did the Stalker series, than I did when I recorded that. And so there's a couple of things that I know I got wrong in the Stalker series regarding certain firearms, and it irritates me.
I see a trap.
Harris says, and the control rod can also be formed, making it so the golem obey the one who wields the rod. Not all golems have a rod, and sometimes the rod breaks, allowing the golem to do whatever they want.
Yeah,
now better than later.
It says South Park has a musical number dedicated to bashing SGWs. What a time to be allowed. Allowed or alive? I can't tell.
I assume alive. Which way do I go?
Alive. I brain dirt hard. Okay, I thought it was alive. That's the saying, but I wasn't sure. Bobman says, have a good idea for a comic.
Cool.
Nifty.
I
can't draw.
Now better.
That happens.
I should probably equip some of my fancy arrows. I keep
Yeah,
forgetting
probably.
I assume down here ice arrows are probably...
No, it says sleep deprivation /10. Bobman says, I have no hands, but I must itch. And Noah says, no, I'm not going to bed soon.
This looks spoopy.
Save.
Like, that's huge.
The mines of
Moria. So that has an odd sense of finality about it, so I'm gonna go the other way.
Yep. Marcus says, what kind of an idea? Yes, share the comic idea.
I haven't actually read a good graphic novel in a long time. Not to imply that any haven't come out, it's just I haven't had a chance to read any. I ended up having to read the graphic novel Mouse, M-A-U-S, in college, and that was actually a very fascinating one that played around a lot with its own format in the way that it told its narrative. I really liked it. And it also, it managed to say something that I really agree with. Cannot level up, oh, it's because I'm in combat. it managed to say something I really agree with in a very poignant manner, which is to say that if someone has gone through something very terrible in their lives, yeah, that's something that one should sympathize with them for. However, it doesn't make that person infallible. Like, just because you've gone through some really terrible things doesn't make you unquestionable. It doesn't make your every decision, you know, somehow more valid than anyone else's. And it was a really cool way of expounding upon that. Why are you all running off into the damn caves? Speaking of poor decisions!
It says, well, I've been relatively invested in Undertale. Surprisingly enough, both emotionally and time-wise. One of the endings, without spoiling it, is that everything works out for all the characters with the protagonist, at least.
Yeah, I think I said this a few days ago when we were streaming. It kind of bears repeating, though, that what the hell was that? The game that I haven't played it myself, I watched a playthrough of it, though, that affected me most recently was the Beginner's Guide. That was just a gut punch of a game. Very much a make-you-think game. Shriek? What the hell is a shriek? It's hideous, whatever it is.
Robin says there's a skeleton pair named Papyrus and Sans in said ending. Sans makes a shitload of puns throughout the game, and Papyrus puts up with none of them. But he says, speaking of graphic novels, you need to read The Crow if you like dark grim, in some cases quite grimy. It's a must-read.
Sounds cool.
Oof, that was a lot.
Ooh. Topsider's hilt, the hilt of a fine elven sword. A partial inscription glows faintly in the presence of lyrium, but remains unreadable.
I think we can fix that or something. Ooh, click that.
The soul
That
of
sounds
this
like a
book.
quest.
Topsider's honor. The fool has been following us for 3 days, but what can I do? I'm sure a city guard could lock him up for being a sodding idiot, but there's no law that says you can't seek your death in the trenches. There's no law down here at all. I said to his face that if he puts our patrol at risk, I'd split him myself, but he's quiet, I'll give him that. Topsiders usually assume the end of a blight erases the darkspawn from the world. Why does this one care that his victory just drives them back on our doorstep? It's one thing to face them up in the light. He'll cut his own shaft out of here once he fights them in the dark where they live. That, or the lyrium will get him. From a Legion of the Dead field report by Lieutenant Gant.
Does anybody know, is that a quest? Can we fix that sword?
I assume we can. We probably have to find the blade somewhere later. Because if
I
the
don't-
blade got smashed, that means, so did he.
I'm hoping that
Oh,
we'll
good.
get
I feel like I've passed
okay,
a lot of
so what's
things.
it called? What was that called? I'm gonna look it up.
Topsider's honor.
Top.
Oh! Oh, hi! Oh, God! Ugh! Kill it! Kill it with fire! Jesus! These things are horrifying.
Oh. Is a reward for completing an Admiral Topsider quest.
Cool. What's up there? Ow! Maybe get up. Stand and deliver. There. Whoa. There we go. Just keep stabbing it in the ass. Nice. Whew!
Okay. Have we been to Orton Tig yet?
Nope.
Good. 'Cause
Holy crap,
that's
that
where
was awesome.
it
Alright.
starts.
So, what were you guarding?
Nothing.
You were just hiding. Oh, wait. Here we go.
Bobman says, for example, Papyrus comes home with a bunch of clams he bought and got a nifty shucker to use for them, and Sans said, no shucking way, when Papyrus announces it. And then the rest of the characters in the room pile on, with puns like, holy shuck, shucking cool, well, shuck me, and the like. And then to make up for it, they make Papyrus some spaghetti, because that's his favorite meal, and Sans could be all like, forget about it.
Wow.
Marcus says this is a pretty good webcomic.
I used to read a few
Paradigm Shift?
webcomics. I've heard Paradigm Shift. I haven't read it yet. I used to follow Control-Alt-Delete pretty closely. Questionable Content was one that I read for a while, and I just kind of dropped off reading for no reason, really. I think I just got distracted with school at the time.
The right way out. Or Tontai. You won't be
I get a feeling that's going to be a really big thing.
So it's that way. Alright.
Do we want to start the really big thing?
Nah.
Not at 9:30?
Nah, I want to explore the rest of this area. And then I think we'll head to Ortantag in the next stream.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a fair amount to explore here, though, so...
No, it says Gone with the Blast Wave, though.
Oh, Gone with the Blast Wave is so good.
Well, I mean, it says, but I can't draw anything people-related good enough to show it on the intertubes. It says, for a second there, I thought you said they made pyrotechnic spaghetti. Pirate spaghetti.
There's pyrotechnics on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti. Ow, ow, ow. Look at all the arrows in me. God damn. Stop it. Stop shooting me. Stop it. Guys. Yeah, guys. A little help here. Little help here. No, we're just gonna... Okay, hang on. I need to, like, win, please. There we go. Could you maybe if I, like, charge them like an idiot. There you go. Hey, don't you run. You stop that. Where's the Velma JPEG? You stop that! Alright. You know who I don't miss right now? Stan.
Yep.
Here we go. Small bloody sack. Torso in a bag. New quest. Asunder.
Okay, so...
You have found the grisly remains of some kind of fade beast, one that may have intentionally dismembered itself. Comparing the notes suggests the carving was done in the deep roads near Carradin's Cross.
This is the thing part of the thing we found.
Right.
Okay, really quickly. The, Admiral Topsire's side quest you get from, Ortantag, but the pieces, you need the 3 pieces. So we found the one at Carradin's Cross, another one's at Ortantag, and then the one in the dead trenches.
Okay. Oh, come on. Quit missing! Nice. For a while, I was never using my bow, and now I'm using it all the time. I guess increasing my dexterity so much really helped with that. Hey, finish that one, come on.
Real talk, we should have produced the MBT-70.
Just for the sheer muscle power. Kill it! Kill it! There we go. I think the textures on some of these are acting up too. Because some of these, like, it looks like they have patterns on the rear half of their bodies and not on the forward half. And it just looks kind of weird. So I think the textures are acting up. You stop with the continual respawns. I need to level at some point. Deep Stalker Matriarch. Well, there we go. This seems oddly final. There we go. Stab the Matriarch in the spine. Nice. Did she drop anything? Like a trophy or something? Maybe. Ooh, yes, she did. Chainmail red steel. Okay. I don't know. Ooh. Oh.
This was their next.
Oh.
Hey, look,
Creepy.
stuff.
Ooh.
This is it.
What's in you, sarcophagus?
That's it. We need that. That's important.
Front rocks. What is in the sarcophagus?
Or not.
2 red steel greatswords.
This wasn't the one I thought it was, but...
Let's see.
It was also supposed to have an absurd 1,500 horsepower engine while having a weight of just over 50 tons, giving it a fantastic power-weight ratio and speed of 43 miles per hour. It also has a 120mm cannon or a 152mm cannon, depending on the version. Bring it back! Thomas is not wanting the starship. Please.
Please.
Please. So, is it better? Is it better than his?
Narp.
Oh. Well, ours is like...
I can sell it, though.
What about the armor?
Oh, yeah, I didn't look at that. Red steel chainmail. No. How about... Oh, wait, no, that was for chainmail. Was it chainmail that I got? Heavy chainmail. Still no. How's about Yugaza?
That's normal chainmail.
That's identical.
What's it look like?
Yeah, you can keep
Yeah, that's
this.
cooler. They're both red chain.
What about his gloves? These are not superior, nor are these. So, we are moving on. Save real quick. My god. I feel like I just annihilated a species.
Well, did you see him? I have to admit, I don't feel as bad as I probably should.
I just weirdly turned myself around. Where am I? Okay. Alright, so, wait, was there only the one entrance to this little area? Apparently so. For some reason I thought there was a second path. Okay.
But consider this goofy ass looking turret.
It looks like the 38 Snubby of tanks. I've actually never fired a 38. I've kind of wanted to. My grandpa actually used to carry one. I think. I know he had a revolver. I assume it was a police 38.
Marcus says that thing looks like straight out of Fallout.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Don't go down, right?
I think I could go through there if I want. Well, that's actually the way I've already gone. So we need to go up and then follow that around, I think. So... Man, what I would give for a sprint key. Yeah?
Oh, I'd give you a roll. Why not?
Roll?
Aye, anytime. Preferably in the dark.
I suppose I should be flattered.
I'm not sure I have the equipment for that, but sure, whatever gets you working.
Oh my god.
Why do you have a thing for the old lady? That's...
Because she's pretty attractive for an old lady.
I mean, she is for her age. I mean, no argument there.
And Wynn's definitely been around the block, so she knows how to do.
This is true.
Noah says, except the spaceship was a mess of mediocrity between a sorry missile launcher, not exactly great gun or armor, and unimpressive speed. Most all starships were converted to M63s or bridge layers for a reason. Bobby says, yeah, but it looks cool. And Save says, good night all.
Have a good one, man.
Good night.
Hi there. I see a Bronto. Alright.
Because I don't want to get started on the can.
No.
It's only 9:30, or rather, it's 9:30. I don't think that's going to go well.
Yeah. Kill it. Kill it dead. Or ride it into combat.
Also,
After that.
331 tank pictures. Help me.
It's time to admit you have a problem.
I think so.
Apologies for all these weird, like, texture issues, guys. As we have seen, this game did not release in a very stable version. What is this? Is this another... Oh, this is a statue. Okay, where's Mar History Chapter 1? Cool.
Nifty.
Where does this go? More deep roads. Okay, let's follow this passage then. Where do you go? Do you lead someplace secret, someplace that will stimulate the mind? No, you lead somewhere shiny. Alright, that's good too.
Dude. Cool.
What is that noise? Is that a shrieker? Oh, Jesus! Yeah, question answered. Alright. What are these things? They're so hideous! Ugh.
Can I have $6 to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 classes?
Are they worth it?
I think so.
Can I hit them from here? I can. My god, I turned into a sniper at some point. Like, they're just a few pixels tall on my screen.
Alright, says, Ken, when does the snorkestra begin?
Oh, I forgot about that. I was like, Snork! There we are. I think that was the nicest note I've yet carried.
It kind of ended abruptly, though.
A little, yeah. I approve of that term, by the snorkestra.
The snorkestra.
Ow. Shoot the damn thing. Would you stop stopping? Just shoot him. And I keep forgetting to level. Wynn and I are each, like, ready to, and I keep forgetting to do so. There we go. Alright, let's loot everyone first. Did you have anything? Acid flask. No, thank you. Alright. Oh, that's an ogre. I'm a level first. Alright, Wynn, we're gonna increase your, I think, willpower, because I've increased your magic several times already. Caster channels a stream of rejuvenating energy to all members of the party, significantly increasing mana and stamina regeneration. That's not what I thought that was. Alright. Shields an ally with magic, granting bonuses to defense, cold resistance, electricity resistance, fire resistance, nature resistance, and spirit resistance. Although at a penalty to fatigue, meaning that their talents or spells will cost more to activate. Okay, how about some of the...
The early end of a snorkestra shall be known as premature snorkulation. Good lord.
Ooh. That's decent. Vulnerability hex. That's alright. Disorient. Ooh, drain life. That sounds cool. I like that. Ooh. Oh, friendly fire possible with the death cloud. Yeah. Alright, I think I'll get drain life and then death magic. I don't think I want to get much after death magic, though. Alright, no, careful. Let me level.
You okay?
Alright, I didn't want to tip off the ogre prior to increasing my own stuff. Alright, just so I can keep up with higher level bows, I think I'll go with a little more dexterity and some more cunning. Okay, expert combat training. Gains a small bonus to attack. Warriors and rogues gain access to third-tier weapon talents. Mages can take more damage from an attack. Yeah, sounds cool. Gimme. Alright, so... coup de grace, no thank you. What about... Character has significant experience with two-weapon fighting, gaining a bonus to crit chance, as well as possibility with each hit to inflict bleeding lacerations that continue to deal damage for a target. Okay, I like that. Going with that. So, I am a dual-wielding machine. Okay, let's save, now that I have leveled. And start putting arrows in an ogre spine. Because, I mean, how could that possibly not work out for me? Hitting shots. And down he goes. Perfect. Oh, Alistair! You got your moment of glory, sir!
He is a Grey Warden.
Yeah. That was his warden moment.
That was beautiful. I'm so glad this is recorded.
Alright. Chest? Can I?
There you go.
Frickin' invisible walls. Large darkspawn shield. What about this chest? Darkspawn mace me. What about you? Acid. Nope.
Nothing.
Wasn't a whole lot here. Save real quick. Wait, I'm already using a bow. Let's snipe this jump. Wow. I've got a seriously impressive range with the bow now. Wreck this fool! Guys? Guys? Okay, cool. Thank you! Thank you for the wreckage. Appreciate that. Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I just do? I accidentally clicked a thing. Alright, whatever.
I think we ate our pet's food.
I might have.
Oops.
Oh well, whatever. I see a schmuck. Can I shoot him from here? No. Some of these areas I think count as invisible walls, which is weird. What? Where did they come from?
I'm telling you, they spawn.
Seriously, this crap with them just like randomly spawning is kind of irritating. Let's get rid of these chumps. What does he got? More acid. Al, you scary. Let's move up. Well, he was an insensitive git when we first met him. I'm warming up to the dwarf, though. Very quickly, in fact.
He's pretty cool.
Which is more than I can say for Sten. Guys. Guys. Maybe you shouldn't charge ahead. Just a thought. Alright, you know what? Let's give them some fire supports. Oh my god. Really, guys? Really? Alright, fine. I'll come into close contact. And let's just get this done. There we go. Charge! Ow! Are we clear? Alright. Money. Acid. Alright. Health poultice. What's this guy got? More acid. Okay. Oh, this is where I wanted to circle around to anyway. Alright, cool. So, I'm actually clearing an area that I wanted to. Good times. Is there anything tucked away here? Nope. Okay. How's about... Oh. You look important.
Be careful.
I think I'm gonna open fire on your sentries first, just to pick them off. Oh, cool. I only aggroed the one. No, guys! I just said I just said.
But it's hilarious.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but I find this very funny. I probably shouldn't, but I do.
Open fire on the emissary.
Mockingburns just says, hey, at Last Level Press, just found your YouTube channel today, and I think you're now my new favorite YouTuber.
Oh man, thank you.
Wow,
I appreciate
thank
that.
you.
That means a lot. Seriously, thank you.
He is awesome, but I would know, since, you know, I married him.
I ask this of many people that first come across us, just because I'm curious of what it is that impresses people. Which was the series that you first found for our channel, and which was, if it's different, the series that made you stay? Because I'm always curious what it is that people are really liking enough to want to like stick around.
It helps us know what to continue doing.
Exactly. It kind of helps me just to know like what am I doing right and where. Little audience quality control survey, if you will.
Have we killed everything? Did we kill everything?
Do I already have a stack of Deathroot extract? I do, so I might as well take that. Alrighty.
Loot all the things. Are we all okay, by the way?
Yeah, I think we're good. We might have some injuries, though, come to think of it. Let me check. No, we don't. Oh, that's awesome. Alright.
We did rather well.
Yeah. And also, thanks as well for subscribing these days, because I know the last couple of weeks the channel's gotten kind of dry since I haven't uploaded nearly as many as I usually do, because I've got some things going on personally that thankfully I'm now kind of emotionally recovering from. It's just it has affected the upload schedule.
Marcus says the Stalker and Fallout vids.
Nice. All right then. Yeah, it seems like
we will return to the Stalker.
yes. I actually still have 2 videos to do of Chernobyl.
Mockingbird says, I found you through your Fallout mod things and stayed for the whole plethora of Let's Plays.
Nice. Awesome. Appreciate that, man.
But yes, mods.
Yeah, like
quite clearly mods are
numerically, you know, as far as just pure analytics are concerned, mods are where the huge majority of people come from for the channel. So like I know I need to do them more often. They end up being pretty editing intensive. So I'm not always willing to do that much editing. They are good though for when you know, like if I'm sick or if I'm kind of, you know, like emotionally down and I can't really like, you know, invoke all the energy and all that for, you know, full-length Let's Plays. Mod spotlights are good because these days it used to be I just kind of did them like on the fly, and I sometimes regretted that because, you know, I would come up with things like, oh, I wanted to say that a little different earlier, or I forgot to mention this or that. So now all of my mod spotlights are actually scripted, so that I make sure I cover everything about any mod that I, you know, want to.
By the way, Bob has a question about Stalker.
Sure.
Are you going for canon ending or just Wish Granted? We're doing both.
Yeah, that's actually something
Both will be recorded.
I've meant to do for a long time.
He keeps forgetting.
Yeah, I keep putting it off and forgetting. I am going to do 2 more videos on Shadow of Chernobyl. One for my Wish Granter ending for the way that I played through, and then another one to show the Joining Sea Consciousness ending. So those are planned, and I meant to do them like almost immediately after the canon ending video, and I just forgot.
Actually,
and then
you haven't fully finished the canon ending video yet.
Yeah, I have.
You sure?
Yeah. That was the one that I spent like a week working on.
Okay,
yes, I'm
right,
very certain I did
that's
that.
Right. And now it says, would you consider doing a Misery run?
I might. Misery is one that I'm a little reticent to do as a pre-recorded series simply because I know it's going to turn into a Dark Souls death montage. So it wouldn't really lend itself very well to pre-recorded content. It would, however, I think make for interesting streaming. So
Of
I'll
course,
probably...
we have several stream games already.
Yeah, so it's one that I'll probably end up wanting to do my pre-recorded with, I'm not sure which overhaul mod yet, version of Call of Pripyat, and then after I've gotten that out of the way, I may stream some Misery here and there. I'm not sure whether or not I'll stream it long enough to complete it. I will, however, stream it long enough to give it probably a proper mod review, simply because Misery is such a ubiquitously popular mod that it's one of the few that I think really merits a full review. I've only ever, I think, done 2.
He asks, or how about Gunslinger? It's a firearms mechanics overhaul, including optics, controllers causing suicide, jams, and clearing weapons, etc.
I think Noah showed me that one
That
a while
was Noah
ago.
who said
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that was
He
Noah.
said,
Okay.
I'd say Arsenal overhaul, but quickly most guns or Gunslinger if it's released in time.
Yeah, Arsenal Overhaul is one I'm probably going to end up using, just
Bob
because.
says, implying he'll never finish it. Your wish granted ending.
My variety.
Bob says, just hope you don't get triple bowered at an important location.
Oh yeah, booters are freaking brutal.
Or booers? I can't pronounce that, sorry. Mockingbird says, did you ever do a New Vegas Let's Play? I tried looking but didn't see anything around mod reviews.
I have not. I am planning to. New Vegas is another one that it's because it's a game I enjoy so much and I respect so much. I want to do it right, and so I'm actually planning on doing something I've never done before with New Vegas. And I'm actually at a decent stopping point, so I'm actually going to do a proper save and just answer questions here, and then we'll wrap.
And Marcus says he's been meaning to, but now Fallout 4 is coming out, so.
Yeah, and
Fallout 4, we will be streaming it.
yeah, I'm going to be streaming Fallout 4, and as far as Vegas is concerned, I'm not going to ignore it. No, I didn't want to talk to you!
Sorry!
That was funny. It's not one that I'm just going to ignore New Vegas now that 4 is coming out. I'm going to start with a couple of, like, pseudo mod spotlights that are going to also double somewhat as Let's Plays. Like, I've been meaning to do the Ship of the Damned, or Ship of the Lost, whatever it's called. It's a like airship quest mod for New Vegas. That one I want to do. I also want to do a sort of like freeform, quick little Let's Play thing of maybe like an episode or 2, probably just one if I can cut it concisely enough and edit it that way, of Miss Morose's Casa Claus mod. I want to do a little like editing montage of me like hunting down all of the Casa Claus where they spawn in the wasteland. That I think I'll have some fun with. And there's another one that I'm prepping for that is going to end up a much longer series that I may run pseudo-concurrently to Fallout 4 as far as the streaming is concerned. That I want to play a run-through of Fallout Dust, the survival hardcore overhaul for New Vegas, and to play that in character, like the entire time. The only time that I would speak out of character sort of as myself would likely end up in like a post-credits little thing, like a commentary of what happened in an episode. And then that's pretty much going to get me prepped to get like practice with pretty much voice acting is what I'm going to end up doing with that. And then once I've really nailed down like that style, you know, how I want to get into character and that kind of thing, it wouldn't end up the same character, mind you, then play the entirety of New Vegas through with a completely in-character style that way. So it's something I've never done before, but something I have a significant interest in doing, and a significant interest in doing right. Because I've also, like, I was actually just chatting with my mom about this recently, is I'm kind of wanting to expand some of my horizons professionally and to start kind of planting the seeds to perhaps do voice acting, like, professionally one day. And to, one last thought, to kind of point to some of my, you know, amateur voice acting is really what it is, for certain series as something of a portfolio. So, okay, now.
Got a lot to catch up on.
I figured.
Mockingbird said this is the most recent, but it has to do with what you were saying. Personally, I've watched the Dust stuff. It sounds awesome.
Sweet.
So, put that down.
I've had a couple of requests for it, so I know there's some interest in it.
Noah says, Iron Force and Misery took me a week and a half on my first playthrough. Several controllers plus a Bloodsucker and Snort Cord, and hostile morts in the area. Also the floaty balls of Irradiated Doom. Bobman says, my Iron Force was for,
Booters?
A controller, a bunch of them lanky zombie guys, dogs, and the telekinetic balls of lightning. I stopped playing. And Bobman says, you most certainly have the voice for being a voice actor, yo.
Yeah, and like I told my mom when I was discussing her like that, I never used to think of myself as having an interesting voice, and yet
he never believes me.
I'm starting to accept it about myself. Like, it's something I'm now kind of confident in. It's just I never heard it until I started doing YouTube. Now I hear it all the time. It's just weird to me. Like, I guess I was kind of raised with humility in mind. The only thing I ever prided myself about as far as my voice was that I have a talent for putting on accents and to be fairly accurate with them if I have a good, like, you know, reference voice to listen to and to take the cues from. That was the only thing I was ever proud of. Like, the sound, like the tenor of my voice is never something that I thought was noteworthy at all. And now that I've kind of accepted that
And Noah says,
it actually
dude, you
kind of
have
is.
the best voice. That's what the
I just never thought so.
card is modeled after.
And I appreciate that. I really do. I just never
Bob
thought
says, okay,
so.
here's the challenge. Try to make me interested in something boring.
Something boring. Well, actually, I have practice at doing that. Because prior to doing this, the job I did immediately prior to starting doing YouTube and our website for written reviews, I was a salesman, if you can actually stomach that, in which like we were essentially mercenary salesmen, the firm I worked for, that our major client was Quill. If you don't know who Quill are, they're essentially the like the sister
and Mark
company.
disagrees with Noah about having the best voice.
I appreciate that. Seriously, you guys are like flattering the hell out of me.
I'm telling you, he married me, but he doesn't believe me.
I do. It's
No,
just
you
it's.
don't.
I
You
do.
keep
It's
saying,
just.
"No, I don't."
It's still a strange and foreign concept to me. That's all.
Mockingbird says, when I first found your channel, I was expecting something really cheap and badly done, but was blown away by your voice and the quality of your videos. I'm generally surprised you don't have more subscribers.
That's weird to me to think, because like now I look at my old like stalker videos and I'm like, I cringe. I was such an amateur. Anyway, what was I saying? I was gonna say something.
Your previous work as a
Right,
salesman.
right. ADD, concussions, 3 of them, you know. Simple explanations. Like, our primary client was Quill. They are essentially the sister company to Staples. They're the ones that sell to, like, businesses, not to individuals, not to consumers. And so our job was essentially to visit businesses and to sell them office supplies. And we had to make office supplies sound like the coolest thing. And one of the tricks that we really had to learn with office supply sales is that it is dull. You have to point that out. You have to make it humorous. And I can't remember my pitch, because now it was a couple of years ago, which is strange to think, because it still feels very recent. A lot of our pitch was just like, the questions of why would I, purchase from you guys and not just like go to Staples? Well, it's just like, well, the reason they send me here, the reason I have a job is because I can actually cut you guys deals, because you guys are a business and most people, aren't. So that means that we can send you like, bulk deals and things like that you wouldn't ordinarily get access to. Well, why can't I just do that on your website? Once again, it's the reason I have a job. I'm authorized to cut you guys even superior deals to what you could get online. This is me just making you impressed. I'm here to bribe you. That is my job. And, I mean, if you don't want cool deals, I mean, that's cool. It's your choice. Like, that was my pitch.
Okay, so we got some stuff to catch up on. Now it says, so I just completed Take Destroy 14 mission in World of Tanks, requiring one to do over 20% of the team's entire damage.
Jeez.
I completed it with honors, surviving the battle, and I took very little damage.
Nice.
And Bobman says, you want to see amateur? Let me grab my gas mask and delve into the cringe of my old channel real quick. Mockingbird says, just read the phone book for an hour. You'll keep us all on the edge of our seats.
Yeah, and also, fun fact as far as office supply nerdery is concerned, the 2 highest selling things as far as office supplies on a corporate level, ink, toner, paper. I link ink and toner into the same thing, by the way. I know I said 2 things, 3 things follow. Ink and toner are 1 unit, mind you, as far as sales are concerned.
No, it says you sound 2 man, not gonna lie. I don't get it.
Say what? I don't know.
I don't understand. Bobman leaked to his 5 years ago vid, and it was his first video. He just deleted the earlier stuff.
Was it your Serious Sam thing? So, but like seriously, I really appreciate the compliments, guys. Like, it's still strange to me to think that I do have like an interesting voice, and yet I keep hearing it. Like all of you guys.
Oh, Bob wants me to click the link. Making the NCR mad, episode 1. Waffle blog 23. Oh. I think that's camcorder footage.
Oh yeah, that is.
It's
or is that a webcam position to see the screen?
It was Help Me Vegas recorded on a camera.
There we go.
Yep, that's camcorder.
I appreciate the dedication though.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Oh, I think that's the console version too, isn't it? Or is that PC? No, that's PC. Maybe, possibly. I don't know.
Very nice.
So, anyway, like I think I'm pretty much ready to wrap. I'm actually starting to get a slight headache, so I want to get a little food in
Well,
me
it
and take some
is
pills.
9:57.
Okay.
It was a camera stacked on a bunch of shit I had lying around. I'm not gonna lie, that's what we're using right now.
Yeah, like I wish I could turn the camera to show you guys what it's sitting on.
And it was console, yes.
There we go. Okay. So.
Bunny said, speaking of serious, Sam, that game taught me nothing because I made the same mistakes in Diablo 3. Oh, look, a chest. Clicks chest. 20 demons appear. Honestly, I will click the chest even when I know something bad's gonna happen because more loot. Because you kill them, you get the experience, and you get to loot the bodies, and then you get what was in the chest, and it's just win all around.
My current camera stand is a coffee mug on top of which a can of spray adhesive sits, and I have duct taped my webcam to the top of the lid.
He's not lying.
That is what my camera stand is.
And this is Bob's now. Much better production quality.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like it's weird that I look at some of my older series, especially Stalker, because it's sort of a flagship series for the channel still. And I just cringe. I'm like, why did I say it that way? No. And the weird thing too is that I remember to this day the first episode of Shadow of Chernobyl was the episode that I agonized over the most at the time. It was the one that I had put the most like repeated attempts at getting the intro as close to perfect as I could, and I went like 30 plus tries on it. And like I finally settled on like, all right, this is acceptable. And I look at it now, I'm like, it's so far from acceptable. No. So like I really do feel like I've come a long way since then. So like anybody that starts,
I still remember your Homefront.
Oh god, Homefront I think is still actually one of my funnier series, just because
it is a funny series, but looking back from back then to now,
I was incredibly amateurish at the time. And the other thing with Homefront is that I've had a couple of people that have actually watched that old series and then watch me now, and they're like, I would never even recognize you because you were such an angry person back then. And I was. Like, I had just come off of, a job that, I couldn't stand. I had recently left working for the sheriff's department, and that got really negative and sour, and is the reason I left. And then I had immediately after, rather immediately prior to recording Homefront.
I need to go watch that.
Immediately prior to recording Homefront, I had just left my sales job, which I started out loving and ended hating. So
Not
I was
only because we lost $200.
Yeah, I was losing money,
in the couple of months that
and
he was working there, even though he worked his ass off.
I couldn't stand the salesy aspect of it anymore. Like it had really lost its novelty.
But he says, I've seen your 3-part Inferno Let's Play. That was fun.
Oh my god. I will never return to Inferno. Don't make me.
That's going to be your version of Mark's.
It's gonna be like Vanish.
Yes, it's gonna be your Vanish.
Like Infernal was one that was I think that was actually the very first that I started.
Yes, it was.
And
Infernal
it was.
The first. You hated it so much, God. And then your
I straight up
best
rage
friend
quit.
Gave you Homefront. Or rather, he was like, you have to play Homefront.
My friend who is an active Marine and who requested while he was in Afghanistan, how can I deny that I play and record Homefront.
So that was why that was the first one he ever finished.
I was like, all right, fine, I will for you, man.
It was bad.
Oh.
Like, not
if you guys
You're
want,
right. It looks like it's a game for the edgy goth teenagers. Says Bunny.
Oh, it so does. Like if you guys want to see me at my ragiest at a game, Jesus, sick kick, bruh. Watch my Homefront series because I like rage out at that game.
You do, but you're a happier person now.
I am. I really am.
I like to think I have something to do with that.
She does.
But you guys also have a lot to do with
that. You guys really do. Like, it's not just something that I say to, like, try to make it sound good. Like, this community, like, I just demonstrated that earlier this week with the stream with playing Blacklight Retribution. Like, it's weird to me to have kind of grown accustomed to the fact that I can actually kind of lean on the community for support. And for someone who, for most of my life, wasn't used to leaning on anyone for support, much less sort of this nebulous mass of people that is our community, it's just strange to me. And yet, it's very comforting that I know I have a lot of people that are willing to, just to be there, you know. And if I need, I've got several good friends that I've made via the channel that I know I can chat with, and that's really, like, it means a lot to me. It really does.
We need to get the Markiplier soundtrack in the background now. Noah says, and you can demonstrate it again by playing Cards Against Humanity with the squad.
Oh, yes. Yeah, our plans for Cards Against Humanity are one we did last night. Like I said, the formatting is a little wonky. It's going to take some editing to make it, you know, gel as a video. Our next one, we're going to try to get everyone on voice chat, because not everyone was for this one. It was some people were still in text chat. And then we're going to format it such that whomever is the card czar on that turn will read the card, so that it's not so many conflicting voices and everything. I think that'll really help with formatting. So that's something that I think we can do off and on, you know, over the next coming weeks and months, because that was so much fun. I have not laughed that hard in ages. So I think that's covers pretty much all the questions we were asked. Is there anything else?
Mockingbird says Homefront, that really crap shooter that came out a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
God, I finished that in something like 2 hours. It was so bad.
Yeah, the campaign is like 2 or 3 hours long, and like they still sell it for like $30, even though you're only getting the single-player campaign at this point. When GameSpy went down, so did all of Homefront's multiplayer content, all of it, and it's a shame because the multiplayer was actually decent. It's just the single-player campaign was a fucking joke. And so they're still selling a really expensive, as far as comparative prices these days are concerned, game that you're getting a couple hours of content from. Yep. So.
Yeah, and Bunny says, and speaking of Homefront, it's getting a sequel. Yes, I know.
I know. And even Kotaku, who are usually really, like, easy on games, even they released an early, like, you know, comment on a demo version they played, and they were like, it ain't that great. Which is no surprise, considering the state that Crytek is, because I think it's Crytek that is making Homefront 2, if I recall correctly, and they're so far from the glory days of Crysis.
Says I got it for £2. Yeah.
It's about what it's worth.
You can find it some places for that, but if you get it new, they're still selling it for stupid expensive.
Yeah. It sometimes goes on sale on Steam for very little, and that's all I would ever advise purchasing it for. It's maybe $1 and some change.
It's so bad.
It was worth more when the multiplayer was active. These days it's dead. So.
Alright.
Anyway, I think we are set to wrap.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining.
And that actually went rather well for a return.
Yeah, I'm usually incredibly rusty when I come to Dragon Age.
I feel like that went well. That was not bad.
Yes, indeedy. So, shall wrap. Homefront was nothing more than a paranoia story written by a tinfoil hat one douchebag. Yeah, true story.
Not wrong.
And yeah, the one little last note I'll make for Homefront is that they were originally planning on the main adversaries being the Chinese,
which would have made so much more sense.
Their former CIA analyst advisor to the writers was like, nah, we need something more sinister, something more believable. We need the North Koreans. I'm like, cool story, bruh.
I'd like to see your letter of resignation and or termination that's actually, you know, been postmarked by the CIA, because I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm. So, we got Adios. Noah's going to be in a TS later, so alright then. So thank you guys for turning out, and once again for all the support. Seriously, like all the compliments and stuff, I'm still weird about accepting compliments. So, much appreciated. I am Kins Marker at Last Level Press. This is Violeta. And as always, we wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.
Bye.
And now
comes
the
awkward silence. Ooh,
and I
can another snort. Do another snort.
There we are. And I realized as well
that
when
the snork so much.
I forget. I realized as well when I did the good gaming thing, I was like head bobbing too early. All right.